Hello and welcome back to another episode of SDS. It is the penultimate Premier League roundup of the Premier League season, and we're nearly done. And I know the boys are very happy to see this segment go for a while. It will be back in a couple months, though, I can assure you. But as of last week, obviously, Sharky, we have now changed the format. Now I'll be asking questions to the table, and the boys will be giving me answers if I deem it sufficient enough. As my co-host, I got Faisal next to me.
Nice to be back.
Oh, Faisal on the rhythm right now.
What
was that? That's it. Yeah, you like that one, yeah?
I like that.
I'm happy you did.
I like that.
And opposite us, we got Ilyas.
Why didn't Faisal get a clap?
Huh?
Why didn't he get a clap?
He's part of the furniture, though, man.
That's true.
Part of the furniture, man.
And
Why did I
next
get a
us,
clap? No, he's right. Why didn't I get a clap? Wallah.
No, you were clapping earlier.
Fawzi was clapping from Islington.
Can I get a clap? No?
Fawzi was clapping for you for Islington.
Can we go back?
Yay!
Faisal!
Pity clap, man. I had to ask for a clap.
And it's Ilyas! Yay! Well, that's all the time we have for today. Next up, we have
I appreciate it.
Can we clap for Liban? It's his birthday today as well. Liban on the rhythm right now.
36 years of age.
Damn, he's
36.
old, man.
Sorry, 39.
Oh my god, he might be 39. You might be right.
Yeah, true, man. 39 years young, man.
Close to your age, to be honest.
True.
He's almost
Right.
caught you up.
Yeah,
He's almost
close
caught
to
you up.
your age.
You're Iraqi age.
Yeah. You're deceptively older.
I'll take it as a compliment.
Take it however you want.
I'll take it as a compliment.
But as always, guys, if you want to check us out on audio, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon is in the description below. If you want to check us out on visuals and you listen to us on audio, come over to YouTube. SDS is where you can watch us. But let's get into the first question I'm going to pose to the table. Obviously off of the weekend's fixtures. Is the roof closing in on Ten Hag?
Oh, I like the word. I like the playing words there.
I see what he did there.
The stadium, you
I
know,
do see what he did
the
there.
rain, you know.
It was flooding inside my
That
stadium.
was crazy, you know. Change rooms, mash up.
Floods
It's
in
a
my stadium.
flood inside my city,
Flood in my city is crazy, but
Bro, there's a band I like, and their concert had to be called off because I think it's in Manchester as well. I think one of the things there got flooded as
well,
well.
there you go. But then again, Manchester's known for its rain, but you got to have some kind of infrastructure that keeps the rain out.
What's wrong with Manchester?
Hey,
So
man.
Manchester got a
What's
lot
going
of
on?
rain,
Good
man.
city, but
161, man. What's going on, man?
I
But
don't
listen,
know. I can't speak for the whole city, but yeah, Old Trafford is just. I remember when I said a couple of months ago, well, not even a couple of months ago, when Arsenal got knocked out of the Champions League, and there was other fans who were laughing about Arsenal. I was like, these guys are a continental laughing stock. We are an international laughing stock. If your own stadium has flooding cascading down the stairs of Old Trafford, and then it's just water just coming from their sky down straight down to the people, it's a joke. People were waiting in the stadium for ages to make sure they don't get soaked. It's just a testament to what's happening at Manchester United over the last 11 years, because today is the anniversary of 11 years since the day that we last won the Premier League
How
title.
old were you when you last won the league?
13? Well, yeah, was it 30 years? 14 years old.
14.
14 years old
I
now.
was 7 years old.
When we last won the league, innit?
Yeah.
Didn't watch.
I was about to say, you can't
No,
be
you're
lie to the people like that?
Last time you won the league, 36 years old, man.
Oh, that was just the other day. That was just the other day. That was just the other day.
And it's your 36th title as well, man. Mashallah, bro.
36 for 36.
There you go, man.
That's too many leagues, man.
That's a whole lot of league
Too many
titles.
leagues.
But yeah, it's just testament to what's been happening at Manchester United over the last couple of years, and like the infrastructure is obviously people might call it a small detail, but it's a larger image. It's the poor recruitment, it's the poor ownership, it's the poor people who are custodians of this club. They were messing around for about 10 years.
I would say it's poor fans as well.
The fans are poor for the roof.
Yeah. I'll say it's the
Why
poor
is that?
fans. Because there's Liban on this table right now, so it's not that big of a problem. The infrastructure is fine.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Hey, but you didn't know Liban's architect.
You
didn't know that?
True. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that. He knows everything about that kind of stuff.
That's
No,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
He went to the state last time he went to Old Trafford. I don't know when that was. Last time he went, might have been with you.
Chelsea game last season.
Chelsea
yeah.
game. He checked the stadium. Like he stood outside. He was doing this.
Oh, the
He
dimensions.
was looking at the dimensions. He was
The
like,
valuation.
yeah,
Not
that's
how
good. Yeah.
When that man go to value houses,
Yeah.
just go into
He went to value the stadium, and he was like, you know what? We're gonna ride the storm with this.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's been
This
riding
one
the storm.
can ride the storm.
He's been riding the storm because it looks like Ten Hag's gonna stay.
Potentially.
It's
It's
looking
still
like,
up
I
in
can't
the
lie.
air, I don't know.
From what the ex-players and stuff are saying, I feel like that's gonna sway the opinion of the new owners.
It's encouraging, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But
Like who
it
said it?
didn't
Rooney
sway
said
the-
it. Rooney,
didn't sway them
Neville.
when they all believed Ollie should stay. It didn't sway them then.
But I think them saying Ollie should stay, it looked more of like we want our friend to stay not more of we want a good manager
Yeah,
to
I
stay.
agree.
I'm not saying Ole was a bad manager, but it was more of a there's a bias
that's
towards
a leg
Ole. Do
stand,
you know what I
that's
mean?
true, that's
but
true.
with Ten Hag, none of them are friends with him.
Yeah.
A lot of them have criticised him a lot.
Yeah.
But they're still saying, let's give him next season. What worse can you? What's the worst
We have
thing
to
that
remember
can
what
happen?
era they're coming from as well.
Yeah.
They're coming from a time where managers were given
Stability.
time.
You need that
to,
stability,
to,
yeah.
to build something, and when they had it, they were able to build a dynasty. I don't know if football can go like that much more
Nah,
in the
I
future.
think football's done for
I think
that.
that dynasty age is done. But yeah, United are way off right now. Because I know one of the other things we're going to ask before off camera is about how far we are away from the top two teams.
Yeah,
which is
that was going to be the
City
next
and
one. How
Arsenal.
far is the gap between Man United and City and Arsenal for you?
And like we have, United have finances. United have the resources available to be good in windows. That's not been a question because we spent more than $1 billion since Sir Alex Ferguson left. It was about who was spending that money and how they were spending that money. The future now has to be with Ineos. They will get it wrong at the beginning, and I've been on the record saying this. I don't expect them to get everything right from the first signing. I don't expect that. But during this time, they're going to have a couple of windows where it might, if for a project like Arsenal's, for example, where finances were restricted to begin with, and then you have to make do with what you have, United's one could be accelerated in that. So United fans can take some solace in the fact that potentially, if it's 3 years, maybe 5 windows, Man United could look better. That's not a doubt. It could be the case. They would have to commit to this manager. They would have to fully finance him because, like I was saying on the watch along when I called in after the Arsenal game, I think it takes a lot for a Ten Hag team to look successful in the Premier League. I think players have to have a high technical ability. They have to have a high athletic ability. They've got to be able to run 80 yards every single game, 38 games in the season, and also 3 days between each game. That's just obviously that's top level football standards. But United are so far away from that. It's going to take a lot to back this guy, and especially with his style of football, because he wants to be gung ho, front foot, press, all this kind of stuff, and be high risk, high reward. You're going to need a lot, not just technical players, athletes at the highest level. United. Also, with this, the gap between these two teams, as you look at City and Arsenal, the systems that they have right now, built by these two managers who deserve huge amounts of credit for it, that is the standard. And although United fans talk about DNA all the time, what United DNA is, we should play this style of football. The first part of United DNA is winning.
Yeah.
Like it might change with the times. There might be a time when possession football is in fashion all of a sudden, or is counter-attacking football in fashion. Good thing about Alex Ferguson, he's adaptable. He could do whatever was necessary for whatever. If Mourinho came in, he was able to adapt again and be winning.
Wenger.
Or Wenger as well. So United could be 3 years away from anywhere being close to competing with those two teams.
But I think that 3 years is the best.
That's good.
Scenario.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's the best case scenario.
That's if everything
That's
goes
if
absolutely
everything
right.
goes to plan. Because
Optimistic.
like it happened with Arsenal, it happened with City. You buy those stopgap players. Remember City when Pep first came, he got rid of Joe Hart and he put Claudio Bravo.
Yeah.
Didn't work at all. But it was like, this is the style I want to play.
Yeah.
Then he got his Edison. Arsenal, we wanted even Arias in goal now. It was Ramsdale's the stopgap. Now we've got Raya. Even though there's still two different style of players, but it's still, that's the way I want to
You might have a mistake, and like I say, that's what I say.
Pablo Mari as well was another one.
Yeah.
Left-footed centre-back that can play out the back, etc. Blah, blah, blah.
You need to wait until you get Gabriel.
You need to wait till Gabriel. But for you guys, I think that's the best case scenario. There will be players that come in that don't work.
Yeah.
And will you blame Ten Hag or will you say this is just part of the process?
Listen, this all depends on whether they agree that Ten Hag is their man or not. But let's say that they do. Again, it depends on what their transfer policy will be, because we know that they're going to have to negotiate something out of his contract, which is that veto, which he had. It's in his contract and he's got a year left. They're either changing the contract or they're agreeing with him, which doesn't make sense because Ineos have said we have a game model, we have a plan that we want to follow, and the manager has to agree to that. So if they want to agree with Ten Hag and say, okay, we're going to get you these players X, Y, and Z that suits your style of play, then I do still expect some mistakes to be made, because Ineos is their first real huge major sporting project. I know they had some club in. They had Nice and they had another French team, I think, that they had. But this is their first major big job that they had. And I know they're bringing in experts and best in class. It's going to take time. Relationships for them to understand each other, understand what they want from each other. So I don't expect everything to work incredibly quickly. But the differentiation between Arsenal and City, I think United probably lie somewhere in the middle, which is not as good as City were in terms of the finances that are just seems like untapped amount of money, right? But it's not like Arsenal where they had to make do with his signings. So I think it'll be somewhere in the middle.
Would you rather, but as a fan, would you rather have the long term, which you guys have been riding with Ole and Ten Hag, and then man, would you rather do the Chelsea strategy, the short term? Because I can't lie, with the Chelsea thing, it worked out, you know. Short term, Champions League.
I thought you were talking about Todd Bowley.
No, short term manager.
Abramovich, but Abramovich is different.
Yeah.
Abramovich is different. That was arguably probably is the best owner.
100%.
He was the best owner. It was like,
100%.
you want this, you get it, we win. if it doesn't work, bye. We get the next guy who wins. And,
I agree.
Do you know what I mean? Always work.
That's my point. Like, would you rather? Are you happy with the little dynasty long-term manager? Ole then work out. All right, cool. Wait 4 or 5 years. Now Ten Hag, wait 4 or 5. Or would you just rather bring
Go
someone
back to your short-term
to
success.
show? Boom. Can you win us something ASAP?
Yeah, but then they're not gonna have the untapped money that Chelsea had. Do you know what I mean?
you don't
They
think
have
so?
the money, but remember, they don't spend. It's more of money we generate, we spend. Chelsea was whatever Abramovich wants to spend, we're spending.
That's true.
He didn't care about
That's true, but
100 mil player here, take the 100
But
mil.
surely
Do
with
you
the
know what
new, with the Inos thing,
Sir
surely with the
Jim
new,
Ratcliffe.
they wanna impress, they wanna showcase to the fan base.
course,
Yo,
yeah.
we're here.
Yeah.
Like, you know, here's 100, here's 150, here's
I
200.
don't think it will come from Ineos. I think it will come from just Man United in general. Man
Which-
United
which-
generate so much money every
Exactly.
year.
I was
They're the
about to
biggest
say.
club in the world. They're always
But they spend though. United
they spend a lot. No, but that comes from how much money they generate worldwide.
Revenue.
That's my point.
The
That's my
Asia
point.
market,
Yeah, that's my point.
obviously the British market, the European market, they make so much money. So
Yeah.
Ineos, I don't even think really have to dip into their pockets that much.
I
It's going to
think-
be more about who these guys that who's it, Ashburn or Ashworth or whatever.
Dan
his name is.
Ashworth,
These
Jason
random brothers
Wilcox,
that are
New-
these guys that he named
Jean-
on
Jean-
Twitter.
Jean-
So
Jean-
Like
David,
the camera,
was it?
the,
So David Brosworth.
the camera goes on the team and he's like, yeah, that's Jimothy and this is my man over there.
Timothy.
And then I'm like, who are these random brothers? But they're all guys that work, are getting appointed to these higher roles.
Yeah.
It depends on, and you lot signed the Man City guy, right?
Yeah, Omar
Or you
Brada. Yeah.
It depends on what those guys do in the future.
Yeah.
Because you can sign all these guys and they might still get
Yeah,
it wrong.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
it goes back to, is it Ineos' fault? Is it Ten Hag's fault? It's the same cycle. So
Right.
they want to get out of that cycle.
Right now, Man United's in a bit of financial pickle. We haven't been spending in the last couple of windows for Ten Hag. I know he was asking for
free transfers.
Exactly. The Amrabat, the Weghorst, the Sabitzer, for example. So United are in a bit of financial constraint now. So I'd argue potentially he might have to dip into his pocket for the beginning to see if United stay afloat. But when we move past United being in a healthy financial situation, which is why Jean-Claude Blanc has been brought in.
Who is that guy?
This the guy, he did the
are
work.
these?
Who
are they?
Worked with
Who
Juventus.
are these hayawans?
Working with Juventus' finances and PSG's. This is someone who's got pedigree in finance in football.
Yeah.
So that's what his job role is to sort out the money.
Why are you
Right?
laughing?
That's what United have to do.
So you didn't know about
And
that.
to answer your
He's a
question,
casual. He's a casual.
He's got a master's degree. I know he wants to do that. Come on, like.
listen, it's a good job, man. I'm sure it's well paid as well. But to answer your question about long term or short term, it depends on what the state
What
of
do you
football.
want?
I obviously.
He wants winning.
He
Just
also
want
wants what's best for
the reason,
United
the
Football
reason
Club.
I was a Oli fan is because I wanted him to stay long term. I wanted the project to succeed. Obviously, he had a ceiling and whatnot. All these things happen, right? But my if it was up to me, I want one manager to stay that I believe in, that will bring me success and be able to keep me at the top, challenging for a longer period of time. Is it realistic? Probably not. Pep is probably that manager. Klopp is that level manager. I don't think that we have in this game today with what is needed to win a league. Bro, Arsenal broke their record for the amount of wins in their history, bro. And they might not win the league. Do you know how crazy that is? So the standards are the highest it's ever been. So to expect a dynasty almost seems naive. I just want United to win. And I want to enjoy watching my football team.
That's fair.
Do you think Ten Hag will be the... Yeah, why did your voice break at the end?
Because I've not been able to watch never know. He wins that ball back, Silver.
Well, listen, let's move on to the next question. I think this is a good question for you. Who would you keep sell out of the current Man United squad? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to list names for you. And you tell me if you want to keep or
You
sell.
guys let me know if you disagree with someone strongly.
Cool.
If you kind of agree, then leave it off. If you kind of disagree. If there's someone you disagree strongly with, let me know.
Let's go with your number one. Altai Bayende.
Oh,
He's your number one.
he's
here.
34. Yeah, I'll keep Altai. I don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go for these
Turkish
purchases.
Turkish
Turkish
market.
market.
There you go. There you go. Get the money in.
Andre Onana,
Yeah, I'll keep.
keep him.
Yeah.
Victor Lindelof,
Get that brother out of here now.
Harry Maguire,
Yeah, he can go.
Lisandro Martinez,
Keep.
Malacia.
Malacia. Oh my
He's in
God,
witness protection. They have to keep him. You have to keep him. He's in witness
I've been
protection.
for a whole year, you know. Do you know how mad that is? Yeah, I'd keep him.
Varane.
Take him back now. Take him
I
back
can't believe
now.
you survived that long with the centre backs whose legs are inverted.
Whose knees go like this?
How is
They're
his knees
scrapping
touching?
each other like
He's got
scrapping
Somali
each other
person's
like
knees. How's his legs touching?
It's harsh, man.
What's going on, man?
He can go.
Go,
He
man.
can
There's
go.
Champions League
You're right,
winners.
man.
There's a World Cup winner. There's a
But that's
He
another.
knows for the
that's
last 18 months at Madrid that this guy was bad as well, by the way. He was
Bro,
so
that
bad at
game
Madrid.
against City against Jesus.
Killed it. Jesus killed
Away
it.
from home, that 2 goals.
Oh, wait, he blamed it on CTE. Did you not see him? He blamed it on CTE.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I got CTE.
I know what happened, man.
CTE ESPN. That's what you're saying.
Do you guys agree with him that they should probably sell Varane?
Oh, please.
Varane?
Yeah,
I hear
yeah.
it.
Please be
Absolutely.
objective.
I hear it.
But they Ineos should go down the route of doing the opposite of what before happened, signing these bums that were Casemiro,
Yeah.
Speak, Ilya. Speak.
Varane. What other old players did you sign that shouldn't have been there anymore? Even the Weghorst, like he was at Burnley and then he came.
Matic,
Do you know what I mean? Matic, Mata.
Yeah,
Like
these
you
guys
bought,
are
even
done.
though Mata, you bought him when he was relatively young.
Mata
He was past his time.
still baffles me. Wallahi.
Yeah, he was still past his time, which was weird. He was 27.
How can you ruin Mata?
Yeah,
Mata, the best player, best cam, best 10, you put him on the right.
yeah.
Come on, man.
The worst part is he left Chelsea.
to avoid Mourinho.
Chelsea because Mourinho played him on the right. Mourinho came in and don't play him on the right.
Ibrahimovic,
talking,
players.
stop
that.
Ibrahimovic, there's a bunch of players that you lot have brought in that's like, this is for the fans. It's not for the club.
Falcao, Di Maria.
Yeah,
brother, there's so
no,
many
Di
of them.
Maria was good. I like
No,
Di
he
Maria
was
at the
good.
time.
And he had
At
a
the
good time. But
yeah.
what I'm talking is, you're right about these marquee signings.
Yeah.
Pogba.
And exactly. But Ineos speak about no, but he's right about he's marquee. He's always the
Pogba's
biggest,
a
most
marquee
expensive
sign.
player in the world right at that time. But Ineos has spoken about aiming to cut the wage bill under 25 players for the future.
Yeah.
Next one. Diego Dalot.
Absolutely, keep
He's
him the best player. Yeah,
quality fullback.
Oh, this is
play
good.
this,
This is
yeah.
a good one. Luke Shaw.
I'm keeping Luke Shaw.
That's horror.
I'm keeping.
I don't
Luke
think
Shaw.
it's horror, but you have
The
to
reason I'm
consider
not
his
qualities.
You have to
bro.
consider his injury history, man.
No, I do, and I can't lie. Since the last time I spoke to you about Luke Shaw, I kind of hear now more. I completely disagree with what you said on Saturday session, by the way, because you said he's like
He's got more injuries than what?
no, you
More
than
than
assists,
assists,
but-
like-
I don't know
That's
if
true.
that's even true, but
No, that's true.
he has 19 assists. How many injuries he's had in his career?
I fact
20.
checked
checked it.
on Sky.
Fake fact, please,
I can't lie on Sky. I
But
fact
you
checked.
said Royce on Saturday Social. You said Royce.
I would keep him. I would keep him just because of the qualities at left back. We don't really. I agree with signing another left back.
There's more other like
My
there's
problem with Luke
positions.
Shaw, when we sign a left back, he starts playing well.
Yeah.
And he's not injured all of a sudden.
Competition.
Everything goes. Competition just fires him up. So I don't disagree as strongly as I once did with the fans that say we might have to move on Luke Shaw. But then again, I can't be going 6 out of 7 players sell. It doesn't make sense as well. So I would keep Luke Shaw.
Wan-Bissaka?
First plane
First
out of
lane.
Manchester Airport. Jump on it, brother. Ma'asalama.
Oh,
See you later, brother.
Wait, where's the destination? You don't care?
I couldn't care less. If it's Saudi, if it's America, if it's I don't care.
PLFC, whatever.
If it's all of them teams.
Melbourne.
If it's
Melbourne.
all of them teams that Levi said,
Yeah.
I couldn't care less. Take it back to Palace. Actually, they wouldn't sign him anymore. Well, Munoz, that guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, Shoe. Johnny Evans
Yeah, he shouldn't even be playing football right now. I'm scared.
and Kambuala, you like him.
Yeah, sure, keep him back.
The midfielders, Amrabat.
No, I don't. I think his loan has not been good enough to
I'm a
keep.
booty. He played good
But
yesterday.
he's
though.
actually
Played good
actually
yesterday.
probably brought us balance the most in our midfield when he
Played
plays.
very good. Yesterday, Ten Hag.
Oh, yesterday was his best performance.
Yesterday, Ten Hag's tactics yesterday worked. As bad as
actually did
Arsenal
well,
played,
yeah.
the tactics worked. He put as many central players as he could
Yeah.
to play yesterday, and it all worked.
You know what kills me about Amrabat though?
What?
When he presses a player and he passes back and he presses that next player as well.
Yeah,
he keeps
yeah,
running,
yeah,
he keeps
yeah.
running, he keeps running. You're a defensive midfielder. We need you
Yeah.
in front of the back four.
Yeah, yeah.
But he'll press that left wing.
He doesn't
Passion,
know.
passion.
But listen,
Passion.
he's not on his loan. He hasn't said that.
Mason Mount.
Absolutely keep.
Yeah. Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, keep.
Ericsson.
No.
Done.
Off you go.
Ahmad Diallo.
Oh, I'll give him a statue now.
Casemiro.
This guy had £100 million in assets he sold to me. 60 million Varane, 40 million Varane. Sorry, 60 million Casemiro,
Well
40
done,
million Varane. You chopped
And you
the
gave
life
us
out of
Odegaard.
United.
You gave us Odegaard.
That's a nice one.
And
yeah,
it was
see,
30
nice
mil. It was
thing,
30
nice
mil as
thing.
well.
Right, Mo.
That's
Yeah,
there.
you like us.
I thought we had a good relationship. I thought Madrid United had a good relationship. We gave you Cristiano.
We robbed you. Like.
He robbed us in broad daylight.
Bend you over. That one.
You're telling
That's what
me
he done. That's what they done to you, lot.
Casemiro.
You know, that's what they done to you, lot. It was disgusting. It was disgusting.
that's bad.
That was
Amazing.
crazy.
No, it was
That's-
disgusting.
that's-
It was
that is
disgusting.
crazy.
No, they did
Casemiro-
that one to you.
Yeah.
They did
Casemiro
that
for
one to
70 and we bought, and then Chimeni came for 90. Yeah.
They're taking the absolute mick
I
out
want
of
to.
my
I want
club.
to get back to Casemiro. We're just going to finish this quickly. Copy my new
Absolutely keep.
McTominay.
I'm a fan of McTominay for you guys.
I'm
I
selling,
think he's a
I'm
good squad
selling
depth.
him.
Yeah,
I'm selling
for a
him.
squad
I'm
player,
selling
yeah.
him. But I can understand for a squad depth. I can understand
what
what
I'm
you mean by
Oh,
that.
so next
'cause I
season
can't
you're
sell
going
him.
into the new season with 7 players.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I can't go
He's
too
not
mad.
trying to do two.
I can't go too mad.
Yeah.
But I would sell Scott if it was my choice.
Martial.
He's going. His contract's
yeah,
over in the
yeah.
summer.
Marcus Rashford.
I'm keeping Rashford.
Rasmus.
Yeah, of course.
Garnacho.
Yeah, he can stay.
Antony.
Get the hell out of my club. I don't know how.
He's
What
one
was
of
that
the
face he
funniest
did? What was that face he did when he was coming on? That demon face of that brother forward in alone. And this guy, whenever he's told to play left back, he acts like,
Oh, did you see that video?
Yeah.
I saw that video.
how dare he ask me?
Yeah.
How
I'm a 90
dare
mil
you?
player.
And you want?
Do you know we
Let me
timed-
play left back.
Do you know?
I mean, right wing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's how they speak. That's how
That's
they
good.
speak.
That's good. That's good Portuguese, man. But
Yeah.
do you know we 10x'd his money? He was on 20k.
Yeah.
And he's on 200k now.
He changed that.
I love
These are the kind of things that Ineos need to rip from the roots. Take these guys out immediately. Take them out. Casemiro, Varane, Anthony gone. It's half the wage, bro.
So basically, you've got like 10 players for next year.
This is what I would do. I would go into. I'd play the kids. Okay, I'm ready for 3 years. I've seen my team. Faisal, I've seen my team win everything. Alhamdulillah, I've seen my team win everything. I'm ready to be in it for the long haul, bro. That doesn't mean I'm riding the storm.
There's one more player. He's coming back from loan. Jadon Sancho.
No, you said it off camera, no?
Yeah, I'm selling Sancho. I'm selling Sancho to make money for Elise.
I like that. Why are you laughing?
I'm selling.
He thinks he'll get anything back for Sancho. He's not getting much back from him.
In the Champions League final.
That's not bring back anything. That's not bringing back
I
anything.
think at most you can get 40.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we'd accept 40. We'd keep him if it was 40.
I don't think you get more than 50 on him. Because
Again, if we're not even close to breaking even, then I don't think you're inside.
I reckon Dortmund knows the situation. I think they will rob you as well. They're like, yo, he wants to stay. He's desperate to stay. He's going to be like, yo, you man, here's 20. Oh, no, we don't want to take 20.
No.
All right, 30. 35. All right, let's take
a loan of option to buy.
Then was like Juve lost that one.
Italian teams though.
That's some.
They got no money though, man.
Yeah,
They got no money.
Is it LeBlanc?
LeBlanc was there them times. What's he doing? But I agree. But I think that we won't sell if it's not close to our break even. And that's me putting trust in
broke even what? Broke even as in 100 deck.
No, how much?
No. He knows
70
million?
100. It's 100 million euros.
He knows.
Because the season before it was 120 million euros, but then it went down.
Yeah, but going back to the Casemiro point, there was a debate on the watch along between Liban and Lies where Liban thought it was disrespectful that Carragher told Casemiro that he should leave football before the football leaves him. I want to know what you think and where you stand with Casemiro right now.
I think Josie also came out and made a quote today. I don't know if it was real or not. I saw it on Twitter where it was like Carragher didn't have a crazy professional career for him to be talking about certain players. God knows if it was fake.
That's what Liban said as well.
Yeah, so I think that's nonsense. I think that if a pundit is talking about an opinion and he's looking at and he's played professional football and he's played in the Premier League and he's
played at a high level as well.
He's played at a high level in one of the greatest
Doesn't
Champions
matter
League.
if he doesn't win.
It's not no scrub.
Yeah, it's not scrub, yeah.
Anyone, I was about to say a name, that's crazy. I'm not going to, but if not any scrub defender who's talking, Jamie Carragher has played in Champions League level. He's played at the highest level in the Premier League, right? And he said it from my experience. He said, I know I was told leave football before the football leaves you. And I think he's spot on. And I think it's something we've been saying about Casemiro and seeing from Casemiro. I remember watching the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and I'm like, this guy is diving in and challenges outside the opposition's box as a defensive midfielder. Does it make sense? So are we surprised when Elise is doing a ball and he's diving in from centre back? It's not a surprise. No. He was doing this at DM. It is clear to me that this has been his legs gone on a mad, and I don't know whether that's because of the Premier League intensity, because he did well last year, but we were sitting in a bit of a deeper block. He did do well last year, and we can't take that away from him. But over the summer, whatever he's done, I don't know what has happened, if he's having too much kebabs, if he's got a I don't know what he's doing. But this season, his legs have just gone. And I completely agree. And I don't think Carragher's credentials need to come into account.
But even his legs don't come into it. It's like the decision making, like not holding your line. Like he had Kai Havertz in front of him. And he's like, I'm going to stay behind.
That's just lazy, though.
That's just laziness.
That's just lazy.
I just think that's a lapse of concentration.
I think
I don't think he expected Man United to just lose the ball like that and it gets clipped over
That's
straight
what I
away.
said.
You said Onana.
Oh my god! I literally said the same thing. I blame. Okay, I'm not gonna put 100% on Casemiro.
Yeah.
I blame Onana 25% of it.
Why? Because of the pass he made.
Because the pass, the horror pass, and second in the communication. You know how usually in the corners and the defenders head it out.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper usually say push up, man.
Yeah.
He didn't like when you kick it. You tell your last defenders push up.
Nah, not necessarily.
That's what I say. I can't agree with that because the centre back is the vocal man.
I get from a corner, but when it's just the goalkeeper's got the ball at his feet and he goes for a certain position, I get Casemiro shouldn't have made the angle because I can't remember. Someone blocked the angle to Casemiro.
So I think it was Havertz.
I think it was Havertz blocked the angle to Casemiro. So Casemiro automatically should be like, okay, he's blocked the angle. I should just step up anyway. He didn't step up, which is laziness. But I think the pass was bad. But I think it was the lapse in concentration of he's looking over at the left side and he's looking at it like we're not going to lose the ball there. But so he's not anticipating the next action, which you should do. Forward, but I don't blame him because he's not a centre back. He's a DM. In that position, when you're in that position as a centre midfielder, you know it as well. You just walk up the pitch.
Yeah.
You don't do anything else. So he just casually walked up the pitch. Wan-Bissaka should have known Trossard was behind him.
Yeah.
But Trossard, smart from him. He just made a little nice
run.
run.
It reminds me of another left back that for SDS FC that didn't.
That doesn't check his mirrors.
We're not going to talk about that one today. We're not going to talk about that.
That
gives me PTSD.
PTSD.
You're going to bug out.
I've never heard Elias scream as much as I did.
But
Bro, he's like, tuck it!
I didn't even know this.
I'll find the clip. I'll put it there.
I need to see that.
Cover me. Oh my God. Allah, man. Follow that.
Bro, what am I doing? I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get him.
There's the clip.
As you can see in the clip, Merce just ran in a straight line with his defender. He didn't even try to cut off the line. He just ran. They ran 100 meters together. They ran a 100-meter race together. You made me lose my track of thought.
Sorry, the
my train of
Wan-Bissaka,
thought.
but Wan-Bissaka,
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka, Trossard made a good run, and then obviously Casemiro should have known there was a cross going to come to the near post. But he's a midfielder, he's not a centre back, so I don't put a lot of blame on him. But you are right. The pass, the clip forward, it's all a bit like.
You know what? I
there's
don't
a lot
agree
of
with
stuff.
Carragher.
I agree with Carragher.
I
agree a lot with Carragher.
What do you
No,
agree
no,
with?
I don't agree with what he said. I agree with how he said it. Because I feel like players,
Wait,
you know,
what?
Sorry,
You
sorry.
don't agree with what he said, but you agree with how he said it.
especially coming from a former a professional footballer.
Yeah.
Usually players
Oh, I thought
nowadays.
you were talking about yourself. Sorry, keep
No,
going.
no, no, by himself, by himself. You know how he's. I think at one point he said, someone clipped it defending Casemiro. Someone clipped it what Carragher said a couple of years ago on Sky Sport. It's like, oh, we were very fortunate back then. The media wasn't on us. Like, I would hate how the media. Praise. But now you're becoming that person, fam. Like you basically.
How could he have said what he said in a respectful manner for you?
You're basically backtracking.
There's no way for him to say it in a respectful manner. And also, Casemiro doesn't help himself with the performances that he puts in.
I agree.
If Casemiro was putting in decent performances and he had the one-off game where he would make little mistakes like that, and Carragher said that, it's like, whoa, Carragher, you're doing too much now.
Yep.
But it's been a theme
The whole season.
for the whole season.
Yeah.
But
Casemiro's legs are gone.
Even Carragher prefaced it by saying he's a
With all
multi-Champions
due-
League
Yeah,
winner.
he said he's played. Yeah, he gave him all the
He's a way
flowers.
better player than I ever was.
He played in the best,
Facts.
arguably the best midfield three. Like he proper gave him his flowers.
Well, he said
and
he's
then
on the
he
level of Iniesta. That's a crazy in my
I
opinion,
don't
but he
know.
said that.
I don't know, bro. Like you're supposed to be the new media as a former pro, and you're pushing this narrative like a Twitter account.
But then
Come
when
on,
do we
Nah,
when
it's
do
not
we
a Twitter
give credit?
account.
When do you
It's
give
not a Twitter account. I respect it from Carragher because
It's a Twitter
Carragher was a high-level ex-professional athlete. That's why I respect Carragher's take.
But look,
that's why a lot of
look
people
from
respect.
An experience standpoint, then. But look, like, cool. I've been in that position. I see the hate.
But-
I see how people
yeah.
are treating him. He's been playing as a centre back for the past month. As you just
This
said
is
there,
your
it's
this
a
is
different
your this is
role.
your Madrid sympathy that's talking right now because the reality
as you said
is
it.
but the reality is though Faisal is because you're right about should you be all this he like Hasib said he gave him all his credit. He made it clear who he was talking about. He put him on the pedestal he deserved to be on. But then also, we can't expect pundits to be impartial, accurate, and honest with their analysis if we then say to them, you can't speak about a certain exploit in a certain way or it's deemed disrespectful. I give all credit to Carragher for saying, I'm putting this guy all of his respect, but I'm saying what I've seen with my eyes for way too long. And maybe he decided previously in the season, we don't know, he maybe decided previously in the season, maybe I won't say this right now because it might be a tough time. He could have made all of those exceptions anyway. But in that moment that he said it, after that level of performance, thank God he said it. Because it needed to be said. And it's been needed to be said all season.
He's also adding it on top of the Crystal Palace performance. Remember, that was just a few days ago.
Past him,
Yeah.
That's my point, though. That's my point.
gracious,
People online, they're gonna listen to what someone says on TV and follow that narrative.
Thank God.
The same thing happened with Gakpo. You know how Gakpo had that bad game and then he went on live and said Gakpo's bad, and then every Liverpool fan started hating on Gakpo. You should know as a pundit, as who's played the game before, brother, what I say is going to impact what people's going to think of a perception of people.
Yeah,
you
of
can't
course.
be. I just don't agree. If you're a random geezer who just said it, fair enough. I don't care.
What did you want the character to say? Don't worry, Habibi. Like, it's all good.
No.
Next season,
He
we'll
has
go
to
get
give
them next
only- he has
season.
to give honest
That's
punditry.
one thing delivering that message, but differently, brother. Man said, what did he say? At that top, he should call it a day. He should know with himself to call it a day. Come on.
No, he didn't say call it a day.
No,
He said you should leave it because the intensity of the Premier League's too much for you. And you can see it, bro. The intensity is
go
too much.
Saudi,
Palace
I don't
always
get it.
smoked him, bro.
Thank
Palace
God.
has been smoking him.
I never thought
him
I'd
back
say
as a
this,
DM,
but
put him
thank you, Jamie Carragher.
Yeah, put him back as.
Thank you, Jamie
His
Carragher.
midfield performances are just as bad.
Oh, okay. Listen, like you said, Casemiro should have been a bit more like NBA. You know, like Stephen A. Smith should have been more like that. In
What?
terms of
He was on crack. You want that?
Was he
Stay
like that?
off the
He's not my Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, come on, man. These American pundits, European pundits, they're worse than this. He's getting it lightly.
players.
He's getting
Dutch
told,
ones.
go to Saudi and get your money. That's what he's getting told.
Get your
Jamie Carragher didn't have
seems
that. Jamie Carragher didn't have
What
Saudi
does
to fall back
Shaq
on.
segment? Shaq in the fool.
Shaq in the pool, yeah.
I imagine they had that in football.
Exactly. Would you like that? Or would you be like, that's
Casemiro had like 5 highlights.
You know how much Fizz was watching that? You'd be like, yeah, I'm here for this segment.
But no, I think Abs is right. That is your Real Madrid bias. Biased.
Sympathy
You're
got
Real Madrid
sympathy.
biased.
That's you remember him calling him Cassie, oh.
He helped us a lot though.
He did
Miro,
that.
Let's
Miro,
not
we
take
miss
away
you.
from his peak. This guy was crazy.
Oh,
But I don't like how his time at United
his legacy.
is now changing perception.
United,
Of course, but that happens.
I
though.
hate
that.
that.
happens with a lot of legends,
Brother,
bro.
they think
Happens
he's-
with a lot of
they think
legends.
he's gonna trash that.
Yeah,
He
bro.
wasn't
Bro,
trash.
if Modric
He
left,
was-
wait,
he's
if
been trash
Modric
for
left
United.
Real Madrid
Well,
and came to the
absolutely.
Premier League,
Absolutely.
he would be the same thing.
Absolutely.
His quality will be there, but the legs are not there.
But that's what
and
we
people
call-
will be like, "Wow,
but
what's happened to
Do
him?"
people
Do you
not
reckon
know?
Modric?
No, the quality will still be there, but I'm talking about the legs. He does.
the
He
legs
does.
is-
He
I don't
barely.
think he would have fallen off as
He
much
barely
as
has the
Casemiro.
legs in La Liga right now,
But
Modric.
people don't.
He's
Like, you know what I mean?
he's in the second team now.
Yeah.
People
like-
don't understand what aging is, bro. He's aged.
Of course.
He's aged.
of
No,
course,
but I
yeah,
hear you, but it's not like he didn't put a good season last year.
Yeah.
I think,
Over
I
a
think
summer,
you'd be
just all of a
surprised.
sudden
There's
they've aged.
players that have gone on for way too long, but their legacy hasn't been that impacted. Like, look at Czech's time at Arsenal. Like,
Smart.
nobody remembers that. It's like
We signed him and everyone said he's going to save us about 8 to 12 points.
That's
Bro,
John
bro,
Terry
lost
said
us-
it.
The guy lost
John
us 12
Terry
points
said
this
it.
season.
That's different. That's different. Czech's legacy was at the Premier League, so he didn't have to impress.
Oh,
the-
you're saying
Okay, I get what you mean.
okay,
The Europe
okay,
coming
different-
over.
Okay,
Yeah.
foreign league.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
It's
Fair
good.
enough.
I don't know why Casemiro's ever in Busquets conversations anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But listen, that was the Man United part of the segment. But yeah, but there was another team that obviously won at Old Trafford, and it's very important for their title charge. Will Arsenal make the impossible happen on the last day of the season?
Was that our third Old Trafford win in 22 years?
Yeah, we won Adebayor,
Adebayor, then Emerson
Aubameyang.
Smith-Rowe. The volley.
No.
yeah,
We lost
Ronaldo-
3-2.
Oh, yes,
Ronaldo
we
went-
lost that
Ronaldo
one.
went-
Aubameyang
Ronaldo
penalty.
scored it twice, innit? What did you say?
Aubameyang penalty.
Aubameyang penalty, yes. That was behind closed doors, isn't it?
Yeah,
COVID.
COVID. That's when Pogba gave away the
Maitland-Niles,
penalty.
isn't it? Was it Maitland-Niles manhandled Pogba
Oh,
that game?
yeah.
Was it Maitland-Niles playing right wing back and Pogba got
No, it's
Pogba-
Bellerin.
This is Bellerin.
Bellerin.
He got the
Okay,
wrong side
okay.
of and he slide tackled.
But
Thank you, Pogba.
But yeah, third win in 20 years. That's a big one. But that was arguably the worst performance of our season.
Yeah, it's weird.
That was so bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Our back five played amazing. Everything in front of them was terrible.
Odegaard and Saka.
Terrible. Odegaard
I felt
wasn't
bad
good.
for Havertz.
Saka wasn't good. Havertz was okay. Trossard was okay. Partey, I couldn't believe. I didn't know that was him.
I couldn't believe
Oh,
it.
that was a
know
very
that.
bad performance from Partey.
Yeah, I was
bad
very
performance.
upset. Like I thought, yeah, Partey's gonna
He
show us
needs,
something
he
today.
needs to leave the football as well.
This would have
Yeah.
been the first
He needs to
time.
leave the football.
No, that's the first game he's had a bad game in a while.
Bro, that was a
It was
stinker.
so
That was
bad.
bad.
It
I
was
thought he had a
so
bet
bad.
against us. I thought,
Bro,
yo,
he
they
He
might
was
have
slipping
to
everywhere.
Bruno.
He was giving away
Bro, he
corners.
was
Yeah.
practically napping in there. There was
No, he was
the
starting
first
sleeping.
minute.
The
he
first
checked
second,
his-
Højlund, yeah.
Checks his
Yeah.
shoulder.
Got
It's not the
knocked
first
on
time
it,
he's been
nothing.
caught out like that as well. There's a few times he get
Yeah,
caught out on
yeah,
that.
he
I think that right shoulder.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that front six.
That front six was
didn't
horrible, yeah.
play good at all. But like we've done all
Win's a
season, wins a win. 1-0, the hardest win in football. Back five was amazing. Shout outs to Saliba, wrote another Rolls Royce performance.
Man of the match.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
Like he's unreal. I think Tomiyasu was very good. Diallo was good, but I think it's a cheat code having a right-footed centre back play at left back. I think it's a big cheat code. If you've got a left-footed
yeah.
right winger and they cut in, he goes onto the
That's why
defender's stronger foot.
Dallo had a decent
Do you
game
know what I
against
mean?
Saka as well himself for the right foot. left back out there.
Dallo
was very good.
Dallo was very good, but you lot, I think that was one of your better performances this season.
It was a more stable performance.
I think it's because Ten Hag changed the tactics around a little bit. He played a lot more centrally,
Compact,
so
yeah.
much more compact. He had McTominay pressing from the front with Højlund, which helps a lot because McTominay's a runner. You had two players that want the ball in Amrabat and Maino. You didn't have Eriksen who doesn't have the legs. You didn't have Casemiro who doesn't want the ball.
Yeah.
You had two guys who are ball first players.
Yeah.
And then the fullbacks were good. I think Wan-Bissaka was good, even though he's not good going forward. Defensively,
He did
he's
have
very
that
good.
one slip which Abs didn't like.
Yeah, he's okay defensively for you guys. I think he's very decent. But Dalot was amazing like usual.
What did you end up? What back four did you end up closing out the game with? I think I saw Anthony left back, Eriksen centre back with.
Dallo at right back.
Yeah, who came? Kambwala came on.
Kambwala,
It's
Kambwala,
Kambwala,
Eriksen.
Casemiro, not Eriksen.
Yeah, it was
Eriksen
Kambwala.
centre back. Yeah, you
Casemiro.
were right.
Eriksen was at centre back.
Yeah, at one point he was centre back.
No,
I don't know if
no,
he's
no,
Casemiro
no,
completed the 90.
Was it Casemiro?
Casemiro completed the
Oh,
90.
it was Casemiro.
Kambwala
yeah.
came on for Evans.
for
Yeah.
Evans.
That's
Came
what it
for
was. Oh,
Evans,
sorry. Yeah,
Kambwala,
yeah.
Casemiro,
Yeah, I was
Dallo
surprised
and
Kambwala.
Anthony.
I was surprised Kambwala didn't start from the beginning. Like I find that a bit odd. Like I get Casemiro's more experienced, but I do think you should play a player who's a centre back first.
He's just come back from injury.
Oh, he just came back from injury.
came
Oh, was
back
that his
from
first game
Just
back
got
from injury?
Literally his first game.
Oh,
back.
okay, I didn't
What
know.
was the
First
point you were
minutes
going to make, sorry?
Completely forgotten it now.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt.
You took it out. You took it out of my mind.
Took the words right out of your mouth.
But I saw Leas make a good point on Twitter. I saw it yesterday as well. I haven't really watched that many United games recently, but you lots, when Onana goes long, you lot struggle to win the first, second, and third ball in a lot of games as well.
We've been saying
And
all
a lot
season,
of people
brother.
are saying this is the reason we didn't like De Gea. Onana's very good when it comes to the 15,
But he's being asked.
the first 30-yard
But he's
passes.
not asked to go long.
But now he's being asked to go long to a striker who likes beefing everyone first.
and doesn't hold up the ball very
Doesn't
well.
hold up
He's
the ball
still,
well.
that's still,
Yep.
and then we pump it along to Anthony,
Yep.
and then Rashford, who even Pep himself said we know Manchester United, they ain't gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
But Rashford, you're going to hold the ball.
Exactly.
So he knows this.
Exactly.
But if you do it to someone like a Mario Mandzukic, he's going to hold that ball up and you can play afterwards.
Yeah.
How does it make sense in your mind, in your psyche, as a manager to say, I'm going along with a front three of Højlund, Antony and Garnacho?
And
Anthony, but
On Diallo, for example.
Diallo, yeah.
All of these different the combinations. We're doing it all
these
season.
small combinations,
All- it
yeah.
doesn't make
But like I
sense.
said, you lot didn't win the first, second, or third, and Arsenal are giants now.
Yeah.
You go from
Monsters,
the back five all the way
physical
up to the front three.
Havertz as well.
Everyone's big.
Yeah.
So, what do you think went wrong yesterday? And do you think it was a good performance, or was it Arsenal played really bad?
You mentioned everything what Ten Hag did, defensive setup.
Yeah.
What the hell did we do on the ball? We had 2 6'3" brothers in there. Did
Yeah.
we do one cross to them?
No.
He was playing outside the box and then he's never done
It
it.
was
Yeah.
just
I think that's more of
build-up play.
That's more of Diallo not playing, and Garnacho confused me a lot yesterday.
Garnacho had.
Did he have a good game or a bad game?
Exactly, he confused me a lot. He had the chances.
He
where
was the most active.
Yep.
I have to give him credit for constantly trying.
But that's one
But
of the
goodness
worst-
gracious me, what was going on?
That final third performance, wallah, one of the worst performances I've seen this season.
when he cut inside and the
Oh,
seat opened
Saliba,
up for him,
yeah.
and I thought, oh my god,
he
the time
rushed.
stopped. You know,
He
and I
rushed.
thought this is going right in the top corner,
Yeah,
and
he
he
rushed.
went all the way to the corner.
He
I couldn't
rushed.
believe it.
He didn't know how much
Yeah.
time he had.
Yeah,
He didn't know
yeah.
what
Yeah.
to do.
He said, was it
his
Saliba
touch
Ben
was
White went
really
that way?
No,
nice.
I think
Dalot
someone
made a
overlap.
really lovely
very good
overlap.
overlap, and
But-
both of them didn't know because
Yeah.
Man United don't
But
make
yeah.
overlaps.
Yeah.
Like, Dalot very rarely makes overlaps,
Yeah.
especially on the left side. He's always inverted.
both
Yeah.
So when he went, they were like, oh god, who do we
The hell
follow?
is this?
You
Yeah.
know, who we
Both went
follow?
over there.
Yeah.
He had a really nice touch inside. Didn't realize how much time he had. Thought a man would be rushing at him. Snatched at his shot and it went. He's still young.
But he's got no left
That's
foot.
what I've come. Huh?
He's got absolutely no left foot. Because
And do
every
you know-
time, he dribbled, it was driven
To the byline?
trying to byline, trying to cross with the left.
What did he do?
Horror.
Yeah.
What's
The
he
blind
doing?
crosses.
Yeah.
Blind
His
crosses.
head is down, just crossing the ball with his left foot, and it's not the first time I've seen
And
him.
he
I said
never
a while
be the
ago.
first man.
I said a while ago
Does
that
it
his
never?
you guys is Martinelli, but a lot of people were like, "Oh no, he's
really
got a
is,
bit more
of
to
course he's a
Martinelli."
good shout. Of
But
course
he's
he's a
got
good
he's
Them
the
two are
traits.
mates, they
The
chat to
traits
each other.
are very very similar. Their traits are
Absolutely.
very similar. Head down.
Unpredictable, but no end product.
Yes, unpredictable, but not
You just
necessarily.
summed them up perfectly.
Yeah.
That is Martinelli and Garnacho. They have good breaks, they have a good stop start, they can
Yeah.
dribble past players, but we can't rely on you to get me goals consistently throughout the season.
That's
to be
Saliba.
fair though, Martinelli did have a good year last year where he got those
did,
15
yeah.
goals, but it looks now maybe because of the Shaka position and all these kind
Yeah.
of things that were helping him a lot.
That Saliba moment, you know when
Oh,
Garnacho,
when he
when
thing.
Garnacho went inside the box and Saliba, you know how the precision and how he read it. He read it. And the
You're finally
tackle.
deep in it, bro. He has at least one of those a game.
Yeah.
At least every game I see him do one of those
Future
where he
Galactico,
waits.
man.
Oh, future Galactico,
He waits
100%.
and then like he just says, "Yeah, that's my ball," and he takes it every single
I
time.
saw a tweet. Did you know the usual cringe tweet? If you only notice if you play football.
Yeah.
That tackle is actually when you know you have two attackers running either
Yeah.
side of you. You've got an issue over here, and you've waited, and you've committed there. If you win that one, it's the best looking tackle.
Yeah, and if
It's
you
such a
lose it,
delicious
it's the
thing.
longest day
And
of all
then-
time.
and then
It's
you're
a
like,
penalty.
Just a penalty.
Yeah,
It's a penalty.
fuck,
Yeah, it's a penalty. It's a
Yeah.
penalty, or he slips it past and it's 2v1.
I saw
But no,
he won a man of the match now.
he did.
He
Anfield.
won at
Anfield,
Old
yeah.
Trafford, Anfield, and Etihad.
Yeah, and I think Etihad should have been Gabriel, right? One of them should have been
Yeah,
Gabriel.
Etihad should have been Gabriel.
Yeah, I remember.
He
But
should
still,
win. He should win Young Player of the Year.
So the question remains: will it happen? Will Arsenal make the impossible happen on the last day of the season? Elias,
Talk to us,
will you
Elias,
be
bro.
there, topless,
Talk to us, Elias, bro.
hatless?
if
You're
Tot-
shoeless.
I'll be honest with you
season.
now. I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
If Tottenham beat Manchester City today, this is when the episode comes out.
Mhm.
If Tottenham beat Manchester City
Don't say
today.
it.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
wallahi, on the Holy Quran, Tottenham will be my second team. I'll buy a Tottenham shirt tomorrow if they win.
What's on the back?
Huh?
What's on the back?
Whoever the goal scorer is. Wallahi, whoever scored the winner, whoever scored the winner or one man in the match, wallahi, I'll be on the back on the shirt.
Yeah.
I'll do a lot tomorrow. I'll do a lot for Tottenham. I'll go to their first home game next season as a Tottenham fan. If they help us win the
Wearing
Premier
the
League,
shirt that
I'll
you
wear
buy.
the shirt and I'll do all their chants.
Would you give a kiss to Fuad on their forehead?
Nah,
Nah.
that's a bit too much.
That's a bit too far. Wait, that's too far.
I'll get like a whole lock in my mouth. I don't want that. Like a whole dread will just go into my mouth. What's going on?
Oh,
Yeah, like,
we're coming to my mouth.
it's a bit weird. Like, I can't do that.
Coming up
Can't do
into
that.
his mouth
But
is
what?
crazy.
Okay, what about you, Faisal? Can
Yeah,
they
we
make it
need an
happen?
answer.
No,
Ask them to make it happen.
But no, we're not. No,
He's
no.
a-
Let me answer. We're not. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Tomorrow,
No.
Tottenham concede
hoping
within
it
the
would.
first 7 minutes, and it's a 4-0.
Yeah, actually.
Like Fulham.
Like Fulham, well,
Yeah, it's a 4-0 like Fulham, bro. It's gonna be embarrassing.
Some of them off, man. I'll be honest. But listen, final question for this segment: what do Arsenal need to do next season to close the gap on City to win the league?
Bro,
the gap is this.
the gap is so
But
small.
how do we close it?
But do you know what's gonna happen
Hope
next
that they
season?
don't have that.
Do you know what's gonna happen next season? I'm gonna lay out
Give me
the
the
whole thing
blueprint.
that's gonna happen right now.
Blueprint.
I'll tell you, this is
Script
Pep's
writer.
blueprint. Me and Pep already spoke about this a couple weeks ago. This is the blueprint, yeah. This season they have not been that good, Man City. They haven't. If the season
Compared to
ends
their own standards.
compared to their own standards, If the season ends at the FA Cup final and they win the FA Cup final, they would have gone 35 games, I think, unbeaten from the December 7th loss to Aston Villa. They would have gone unbeaten from December 7th, except for the Real Madrid game.
You don't count
penalties. You don't count, but it was penalties. Yeah. He's going to now, I know he's going to do this. In the summer, he's going to sell 2 or 3 big names out of his club.
Yeah.
One of them's Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva, I think he's been trying to go for the last 3 years. He'll go.
He's going to sell Bernardo to Arsenal.
Bernardo's going to leave. Bernardo will be one of them. I think a defender will leave, and I think another midfielder will leave. Or maybe one of the attackers. We'll see. It doesn't matter. He's going to get rid of 2 or 3 of the key glue to the team or big players. A lot of people are saying Kevin De Bruyne is like 50-50, like he could potentially leave. He's going to revamp the squad with 3 new players. They're going to go on a crazy title charge again next season. They're going to go 5 in a row. That's what's going to happen. Arsenal, we can't compete with that.
I agree.
We can't compete. We can't compete with that.
I agree.
So people say City made football boring. They didn't. Pep's just too good of a manager.
Genuinely, I just heard
Pep's just too good of a manager. I don't like when people say Man City made football boring. No, he's doing exactly what he needs to do with that club, exactly what they're giving him to do, and everything like that.
That's what I was going to say. The next segment would have been how long can Man City dominate the Premier League for?
They can dominate as long as Pep's the
As
manager. As long as Pep is the manager, they will
Do you
dominate.
think even if Pep leaves, they can still dominate?
That's a big difference.
No.
If they keep, the only way they carry on dominating if Pep leaves is if a Xabi Alonso or Arteta takes over. That's the only way.
Yeah,
That's the only way.
The same
mentality,
same
same
breed,
everything.
the same breed.
Yeah, same
No,
breed
but
of
even-
manager.
no,
Yeah,
but
even
same
then it won't be to the
style.
same level.
Same
It won't be
style.
to the same level.
The gap between
Yeah.
even a Xavi Alonso or Arteta is still another canyon, in my opinion.
Of course, no,
But-
Canyon.
but
It's
they're-
another
but they're-
universe, bro.
No,
It's
yeah,
completely
but
another
they're
universe.
the closest ones
Yeah.
that can touch him.
Yeah.
In terms of style of play, I hear you guys, but when we talk about competing, the intangibles that Pep gives us dressing room is crazy. But we saw the City documentary, the first one when they drove, he's like, guys, I destroy football. It's time for you guys to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
A man came and said,
second
I
one's even
destroyed
worse.
football, bro.
The
The
second
second
one.
one's even
He said we're
worse.
on them. He said that in the
second
video.
one, like,
He
He
said
said
most
we're
recent
catching
one.
them. He said we're catching them.
Bro, he
confirmed.
knew it.
Yeah,
No, that is
I
mad.
don't know what game it was. I can't remember. It annoyed
Was
me
it
watching it.
Southampton?
It annoyed me when I was watching. I can't remember. No, it was before we had
meltdown.
even started melting down. There was a game. I can't remember what game it was. He goes into the change room and says, "We're gonna catch them. They're gonna make a mistake." He said it before. Before we made a mistake, he said we're gonna make a mistake. Yeah, bro. It's
And
This
him,
is the kind of
him
stuff.
talking to himself and all the psycho moments.
All of
The
that,
guy-
you can't be. So I think they'll go through a period where maybe the players who Pep leaves behind might have the same standards and ideal. That next manager coming in is going to be tough for them to match those same expectations.
No, that's a good point.
But you,
That's a good
but
point.
you guys had your chance. This year was your chance, and you guys.
Was the best year by
Hey, why can't they still do it, man?
That's what I'm saying.
No, we can still
can't
have a
they still
chance
do it,
next
man?
season. It depends on if we.
No, I'm talking about this season.
If
bro.
Liverpool,
this season.
if
No,
Liverpool-
this season.
If Liverpool fall like that, they would have never won it.
What do you mean Liverpool?
As in Liverpool, they had 97 points. And
Yeah.
every season they probably thought was their best chance. They ended up winning it.
But then again, Liverpool had that crazy team, bro. I don't think you
Yeah,
guys are
I
at the
totally
level.
agree.
I don't think you guys are the level.
Can we get
of,
to that
of
level?
There's the
Liverpool.
answer to his question. What do Arsenal do to close the gap? Build that Liverpool thing. That
Yeah.
world class
That-
players
that
need
wall.
to be in.
so
But
far
you guys-
away
but you
by
guys are so many-
February, that's over.
That is so
No,
done.
it's
And
not
the way
even
you
that.
do that is
It's the pieces as well, bro. You guys are not that pieces.
We need the X
the
factor.
world
We're
class.
still missing the
X-
one
yeah,
or
all
two
this kind
players.
of
We're
stuff.
still
Yeah,
using.
I agree.
Like we're
Maybe
missing.
three,
We're missing
four.
X
Yeah,
factor.
three,
No,
four.
yeah, we're
Three.
still missing. What would you say is the 3? What positions?
I would say left wing,
Yeah,
Left back.
left back,
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious me.
and the striker.
and
Midfield.
you need
And the striker.
striker. I can't lie. The striker depends on the left wing because I still think Jesus can be the right piece depending on the left wing. But if the left
yeah,
wing
I know
is
what you
not on the
Okay, I got
right,
what you mean.
if the left wing
Yeah.
is not a goal scorer left winger,
Yeah.
then Jesus is not going to be there. But in my opinion, if you get a goal scorer left winger, then it's just left wing, left back, and a left centre mid.
Left centre back.
Well, it's either DM or left centre back. I don't think
Left
Gabriel.
No.
Left back. He's
Left
left
back,
back.
left
no,
I think he
left
meant.
centre mid. Sorry.
Left
Yeah,
centre
yeah.
mid makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
But I think
Basically,
he's
left hand bridge, left wing,
That-
LCM,
all
and
that
left
left
back.
hand side.
but I think he's pushing Declan Rice into that 8 and we're going to buy a 6. Or, I don't know. Could be
Whatever it is,
6
I
and
think
8.
it's
As much as I love
midfielder,
Declan Rice, I
think
don't want
it's
to see him as the
attacker,
number
I think
6.
I want to see him.
As the number 6.
As number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as I love Declan Rice, I don't want to see him as the number 6 next season.
I want Bruno Guimaraes in the 6.
God forbid it's Bruno G.
Yeah, he
I
don't
wa-
like
I
Bruno
want to
G.
go. I want
He
to go
don't
to
like
Barcelona
Bruno G.
and get Frankie, but we'll see what
Injury
happens.
prone
this summer.
Frankie, I'm not on him.
Would love Frankie at my
Hold
club.
on.
Imagine having
what?
Frankie.
You said you don't want a 6, but you're getting Frankie.
Yeah, I
that
want to
makes
play
sense.
that plays in front of the back 4.
No,
so you're
he
gonna
said he
play
wants
Declan
the
Rice and
6,
Frankie
because
next
Declan
to
Rice
each
he wants
other.
to...
Yeah,
No. I said I don't want, as much as I love Declan Rice, I don't want him to play the 6. I'd rather Frankie De Jong play the 6.
Yeah, but
He's not a great lone 6, though, is he?
He's not great.
But
lone
he wouldn't
six.
be a lone 6.
With Declan Rice sitting next to him.
Yeah, Declan Rice. What has Declan Rice done this season?
Yeah, up and
He's
down.
with Jorginho.
So we don't
Jorginho
put-
parties.
okay,
He's been sat
okay,
next
okay.
to
Yeah,
them.
it's true, you're right.
If it was last season, I wouldn't Frankie De Jong. I wouldn't want Frankie De Jong.
Okay,
because
okay, okay.
Thomas Partey was a complete island by himself. It was Xhaka and
Yeah,
Odegaard were
Xhaka
with the
was-
striker.
okay, yeah.
But this season we've had Declan Rice very, very close to whoever's.
So it's basically you're building from the back with a lone 6, but you're defending as a double.
defending then as a double.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
Bruno-
We defended. We even defend as a
Yeah,
3
this
sometimes.
season,
Yeah.
Which Bruno G can do.
The rotations that could give you as well, by the way, and he's not liking the Bruno G shout. But you could do a thing where Declan Rice sits next to Timber, for example, in front of a back three, and then Frankie and Odegaard can go. He gives you so many different rotations.
You just figured out. You just taking out the left back. The left back's all done, bro.
Oh my
Timber.
God, Timber's there.
You got Timber.
Oh yeah, we've got Timber.
got Timber,
That's a new
bro.
signing next season.
Maybe
That's
just
a new
a
signing
Timber's
next season.
literally new signing
backup
for
one.
you.
He's a
Timber's
new
done.
maybe.
Yeah.
Well, like Timber.
No, we don't need a backup left back. We've got Tommy Yasu.
Tommy Yasu is
Tommy
enough
Yasu
as
play
well.
against
Yeah,
back.
Tommy Yasu.
Like,
Left
no,
back
my-
is
my-
always-
my preference- the gap is so small.
My
the gap is
preference
so
will
small.
be
Striker,
left wing.
left
We need
that's
the X
LC
factor.
That's the two.
X-factor left winger.
The striker and left winger.
and
The-
LCM.
You need the bad man.
And the two, between the two, I would want someone like Eddie Howe, like the X factor.
That's a Batman.
Rodrigo, like one of those players.
Wow.
They're on the pitch, and you're like, take the ball.
Yeah.
We need something.
Make something
take
happen.
it. Do you know what I mean? Rodrigo hasn't had that because of Vinny, but I know Rodrigo has that in his game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can see, you've seen it in Champions League off the right wing.
Absolutely.
Take the game by you do what you need to do. Get
Go
us
where
the
you
goal.
need to go. Just
Yeah.
And
do
Rodrigo's
something.
better off the left as well.
How much
He's a
better?
left winger.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah,
left winger.
yeah.
It's just
He's a left
unlucky to be with Vinny.
Yeah,
Like, do you know what I mean? You're unlucky
And
to have an
Mbappe's coming as
unbelievable
well.
player.
This
Yeah.
guy,
He starts
first
with-
choice left winger.
yeah.
He starts with every single team but Madrid.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's how mad it is.
But carrying on with the Man City little segment, obviously their game on the weekend, they beat Fulham 4-0. But do you guys think Gavardia should have been allowed to take that penalty
No.
to complete the
No, no.
hat-trick?
Absolutely
To be
not.
the first defender ever.
No,
to
never.
get a
No,
Premier League hat-trick?
I respected him for saying no to the penalty.
Yeah.
There's precedence for it not happening as well. Gundogan last season against Leeds.
and he missed.
And he missed the penalty
Yeah,
to be
and he
for
was-
his hat trick. And
yeah.
Pep was saying, Haaland, you are my
Yeah,
penalty
yeah.
taker.
Do you remember
He's
that?
a defender though, man. I remember it, but
Yeah.
he's a defender.
Nah, I
man.
respect that. And he
First
even
ever Premier
said in
League
the interview after, he said we have Julian Alvarez on the pitch. That's the
It's
penalty
that
taker.
simple, bro. If
hat-trick.
you're
Nah, but
just
he's just doing that because he's scared of
no,
it.
no,
No,
if
that's
you're-
that's
If
what
it
you
was
want.
up to him, he would have.
Of course,
Probably
bro,
scared.
as a footballer,
Shitless
as a footballer, he probably desperately wanted to take that penalty. But he
Yeah.
was like, I don't want to mess up Pep.
And he
And do you
knows-
remember
he
what
knows the
Pep used?
camera's looking at
Do you remember what Pep used to say about Gavardia at the beginning of the season? He's not a left back. He's not a good defender. Like he used to violate him.
He can't do the centre half thing.
Yeah,
John Stones
he can't do the
he's
centre
not
half, so
ready
I'm going to
yet.
play him as a left back. Like he's not that great right now, bro. But
Basically,
now
he was
look-
onto him,
But
yeah.
now he's been his best player the last 6 or 7
He's got
weeks.
six
Hey,
goals.
he's Marcelo, man.
Yeah,
mad.
he's
Yeah,
playing
mad.
elite, bro.
He's
He's
Marcelo.
he's
He's in
a
his bag.
born centre back, and he's playing as a left back, and he's playing. And he's
And
what?
his-
He's
and his
21.
touch as well.
He's
Yeah.
21.
22.
He's a kid, bro.
22.
He even I think Pep said that's our defender for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
Like that's their
Facts.
defender for the next 10 years.
But
Like,
no, it's straight no. Straight no. If you've got designated penalty person
let
on the
him
pitch,
take it.
let him take it, bro.
I can't lie. I disagree with what I said earlier. If you gave Xabi Alonso or Arteta this young, like there's certain players in this team that are young who are just going to be high quality for the next 10 years. All you need is a decent manager. You're good, man.
Decent manager, bro.
Oh
you need someone
my
from that
God.
breed. From that
That-
breed.
You're gonna have a team. You're
That's
still
cool.
folding in the
And
keys.
it's the Spanish
folding
guys.
the keys.
They're
Rodri.
cool.
Yeah,
Those
Spanish
Spanish guys, they have that like, there's something evil about them. They're like an evil
Spanish,
genius.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They don't care about people's feelings.
It's true. That's why Sharky's learning Spanish.
Ruthless.
It's not gonna work. He's Somali.
Yeah, Somali Spanish though.
He needs to have a baby with a Spanish woman.
I can't lie. You know, you're right with the Spanish thing. It is a Spanish thing.
They're all evil, bro.
It's a Spanish
It
thing.
goes back, bro. It goes back years, bro. A lot of like these Spanish guys are a bit.
No,
they
no,
have
it's
something
right.
a bit
The
crazy with them.
Bosky going back, yeah.
They're all a bit like Rafa
Aragones.
Benitez. They're all a bit.
Yeah, something wrong.
There's something like there's a screw like.
basically.
But the Bosky managed to fix the situation of Barca Madrid players, Ramos and Thing,
Yeah.
and they managed to win the World Cup. All because of him, bro.
He was
Yeah, he must have been mental.
He must have held their kids hostage, you know that, or something. Bad thing, bro.
I saw something.
Go.
You know how he said Spanish managers?
Yeah.
You guys see that tweet? He said, sell one. It was Spanish managers,
Yeah.
Italian managers. They put the Zerbi, Inzaghi, and Conte.
Yeah.
And then it was Portuguese managers, Jose, and then 2 others. And then they put English managers, Southgate, Potter, and Eddie Howe.
And Eddie Howe.
We're in the mud.
No, bro.
So far.
We've been in the mud though.
An English manager never won the Premier League.
Exactly,
right?
bro.
You can
We've
tell,
been
bro.
in the mud.
English
They
league
should have
and
done
English managers never won the
British
Premier League.
managers would have done better. I don't
It's
even know
ridiculous,
British
bro.
managers would have done better, to be fair.
Go to every
So
European
Alex
country.
Olasey,
They've had so many winners of their own nation win their league.
We've had
And in England, we've had none.
Scotland.
We only have
Scotland.
British. They say British.
Yeah, British.
They don't even say English. They say British.
That's what it is.
German-
Because Ferguson's the
Bro,
closest.
Kevin
Germany was
Keegan.
last year. France was last year. Italy was last year. Spain was 2 years ago. Simeone.
Yeah.
And England is never.
Say Simeone for who?
Atleti.
He's Argentinian.
Argentina, A'udhu Billah.
Oh, he's Argentinian.
Enrique. That means, you go all the way back to 14, 15.
Yeah.
Hello.
All the way back to
10
14,
years.
15.
Yeah, 10 years. Hello.
Wait, what's the anyone since then?
He's scared now.
Ancelotti.
Yeah. Ancelotti, Zidane.
Simeone. Xavi. 2 years
Oh
ago.
yeah, Xavi. Last year, no? Last year. Last season.
Yes, he looks like he
You wrote a curse.
You look like Xavi and Zerbi combined.
Literally, them two, if you put their face together, it's Faisal.
Someone once said, I look like Pedro. I don't know why.
Pedro Neto.
He just wanted to tell us this. Nothing like Pedro, my boy.
His own dude.
Yeah, that was you. It was your burner. You messaged with your burner, bro.
Well, like Pedro Rodriguez, but
You sure, yeah? There was another Pedro, yeah? Alright, cool. And also after that performance, obviously the Premier League player of the season nominations came out. Do you think Foden has cemented himself as the Premier League player of the season?
He's my player of the season.
He's my player of the season, but Cole Palmer has a big hand in there. I can't lie. He does. Can I be honest with you? Very close to him. Foden's had a very good season. Very close to Ollie Watkins and Cole Palmer, you know. Ollie Watkins has pushed Aston Villa top 4. Pushed Aston Villa. He got an assist today, right?
Yeah.
Did he add the other 2 goals? Was he involved? Heavily involved in the other 2?
No.
He wasn't. I don't think so. He got an assist today. He's got what,
and
19 and like 13 or something like that. 19 and 12. You've got Cole Palmer who's got like 24 and 10 or something like that. Cole Palmer's got like 40 goal involvements all comps.
They're not going to give it to Ollie Watkins.
I know they want to give it to Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
I don't think, but
it's not because of performances. It's the PR. The last time they gave it to someone who's
Like
not
not a
won the
top 4,
league and top 4 was Bale. But Bale had
Bale, you couldn't. It's like Steph Curry. It's like Steph Curry. It's unanimous. It was like, he needs it.
Wait a minute.
Watkins-
Suarez never got it.
Suarez finished second, bro. No,
He's talking about like the conventional top 4 player that normally gets it.
Oh, I see.
Like Gareth Bale, that season was like.
He finished 5th. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But they gave it to Watkins Bale because
Didn't
of
Harry Kane get
I was about to say, Kane
They finished 7th that season, the Mourinho one.
when he got like double
But
assists.
that's different. That's double. He got
Double goals and double assists. Double digits for both.
Yeah, but it validated your point.
What do you mean?
So 7th. He finished
Nah, cold. I see.
But Kane has good PR though.
Kane's got PR.
Yeah, you gave him a lifeline.
Kane's got PR.
I'm just messing.
I got you.
I'm just messing.
He was clutching. He was like, please, I need something.
He never won it. Ruben Diaz won it that season.
That's what I thought, yeah. That's a lot.
Fake.
I got him out of it as well.
That's what I thought. That's what I was.
Triple F.
I was like, did he win it? He didn't win it. The last one I remember was Van Dijk. But Van Dijk, Liverpool finished second, but they gave it to Van Dijk.
Yeah, Klopp got manager of the season when he finished 2nd.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah, because of the he won the Champions League that year.
No, but it's only Premier League. They don't care about Champions
Yeah, I know. But
Watkins carried Villa. Cole Palmer carried Chelsea.
Saka carried Arsenal.
Foden
Couldn't care less. And
Foden
Foden has been carrying Man
The
City.
only reason I give Cole Palmer a big shout is because Chelsea, they spent $1 billion. They were terrible at the beginning of the season. He's scored a lot of goals. Like, bro, the back-to-back hat
Cole
tricks.
Palmer FC.
Like, it's literally Cole Palmer FC. Do you know?
literally.
And he's got good PR. Foden, it's like, yeah, he's been doing it for a while, blah, 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 blah. But I think Cole Palmer has a very, very good shot of winning this year.
But
I think he'll be much closer than people think.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
I agree.
No.
I think it'll be much closer.
He's been doing it for a while, but as a backup. This is the first time he's cemented himself. This is my team.
Yeah. He took over Kevin De
been
Bruyne.
out.
Yeah.
Haller's been out.
Yeah.
Rod's not been, by the way, in the top 8.
No, that's
it's
disgusting.
disgraceful as it is.
Yeah.
But they'll give it to Foden. I think Palmer won the Young Player of the Year, but I don't think he should win it. I think it should be Saliba.
I think they should change it. I tweeted the other day. I think they should change the way
tweeted,
young
yeah.
player the years.
I tweeted,
I
yeah.
think if you'd say 21.
I would say something
Nah.
like I would say
say?
something like
21.
21. No,
I don't think you should be. This should be your first
like
year.
rookie of the year. But no,
Rookie of the year.
What I think they should do is it should be something like 21, but you should have minimal caps for your country, like maybe no caps
Yeah.
or maybe less than 5 caps for your country.
And for clubs
show
as
that
well.
you-
And for
I
clubs
see.
as well.
For club as well, it
and
should
for
be.
clubs.
Yeah, it
Because
should
if
be.
you're a proven young player, like,
It should be something like there should be a minutes restriction as well. If
I
you
remember
play over
Raheem
a
Sterling
certain.
was in a young player of the year and he was like,
The only
Yeah,
one.
I
won
think it was
three Premier
25.
League
I think it was like
titles.
24.
The only
something
one,
like
the only
that.
one that deserved to be in there was Kobe Mainoo, the young player,
yeah.
But this is his actual breakthrough.
Bro,
All the
I
others,
remember
bro.
when
he'll get nominated next season.
it's like England under 21s. Nathan Redmond was there till he was like 23.
Bro, I see Haaland, a young player. Bro, the guy literally was competing with Ballon d'Or,
Bro,
bro.
he's one of the best players in the world. Why is he there?
Come on,
Allow me, man.
They should change that to the players
They
that
should
are
change
like
it.
the lesser players, the players that deserve it.
What-
Anthony Gordon's, those kind of
Liz
players.
did say change it to Rookie of the Year.
That's how it should. That's the whole point. Young player of the year.
Yeah, but you should change it to like how NBA like Rookie of the
I
Year.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But I think Foden cemented it.
Yeah,
I
fair enough.
think
Fair enough.
it's
And
his.
everyone's got Foden as their player of the season.
I
What
think
about
it's
so City's next game is Spurs away. Spurs obviously looking at this
Ange
game.
got for me, man.
Does Ange obviously in his press conference like you guys just all
I
live
res-
in social
yeah.
media?
I respected his.
We are professionals.
Yeah, I respect
We're
it.
trying to win the game.
Yeah.
Do you think they're trying to win the game?
My stance is that a fan should never go into a football game wanting their team to lose a game of football.
Yeah.
That's just my stance.
What about that
And
guy on
I
Twitter
would
that
say-
always celebrates when United concede?
Yeah, same as
I
Lee
don't
Gunner
know.
as well. Lee Gunner. Lee Gunner.
I
He's
don't
like, I
know.
hope we don't win the
I
league.
don't
So he
know.
gets sacked.
I don't know.
Who gets sacked?
Why that guy has been mentioned twice last year.
Ligana.
That guy
Yeah,
has
I know,
got
but who gets
enough
sacked?
PR
He's like,
as
he
it
wants
is, bro.
Arteta to get sacked. All this
Arteta to get sacked?
Yeah.
Why?
What a
No,
bum.
he's been celebrating.
But do you know what it is? I
recently.
respect it.
Recently,
No, do you know I
It's his
respect it?
character.
He knows his bag is getting at Arteta. This is what paid the bills. Keep doing it. I don't mind. I don't mind when people pay the bills like that. It's fine. Like it's not that deep.
No fan of a club should go into
Yeah,
the game.
yeah,
No
yeah.
matter, like even if Liverpool are going to win the league off the
Yeah.
back of it and win number 20, I'm not going into a Man United
Yeah,
game
yeah,
saying, "Nah, man, I hope United lose." I've never done that, and I never will do that. That's not the case. You're not really a football fan if you want your team to lose at any point. That's my opinion.
What about the football players though? Do you think they have?
That's the
integrity?
No,
difference.
okay. So with the
they're
football,
Should we question that?
they're not
They're
fans.
not fans.
They're not fans, but also there's not a lot of them. I was saying this for the North London derby. There's not a lot of them that are still there that understand like the heritage of the North London derby.
Yeah.
Kane's not there. A lot of the older Lloris is not there. Like the bigger players.
It's only Son's really there.
really there.
Or the youth academy players.
They've got Udogi, who doesn't obviously he's Italian. You've got Van de Ven. You've got Vicario.
They just
You've
came
got
this season as
Porro.
well, yeah.
A lot of them have just come. Basuma, Sarr. They don't understand that
Melting
whole.
pot, innit?
Do you know what I mean? They don't really understand that big rivalry.
The only one who understands is Son and Madison. Because
Yeah,
he's British.
Son,
Madison,
Madders,
Ollie Skip.
Skip will understand it. Like those kind of
Yeah.
players. But what I do think will happen is if Tottenham do go down early, they kind of already know they're not getting Champions League. I think they're 5 points behind.
5 points.
So if
They're
they
5
win,
points
they'll be 2
behind.
points.
They have to win.
Yeah, it'll be 2 points, but it's still like we have to rely on Aston Villa to lose the last game of the season.
Against Glasgow though.
Yeah, what's he got for us? But I do think if they do go down a goal or two quite early in
It'll
the
be
game,
over.
it's like, yeah, our heads are already.
Yeah.
I'm going Miami this summer.
Yeah.
I'm going Ibiza this summer. Let me go shake some ass this summer. Like, I'm good, man.
And that's actually earlier. The players got bonuses as well. Like imagine if my man is 1 goal away or 1 assist away or what side.
He's gonna be trying everything to
Well,
hit that.
they've got their own contracted bonuses. They're trying to hit it, bro.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
but do bonuses? Would you care about a bonus if you're making 100 grand a week?
Yes.
Actually,
If you're
More
making
money,
eight-
more money is
if
more
you're making
money.
8 grand a
Extra
week,
10K?
No
no.
one's
If you're
saying
making
no
80
extra
grand
money.
and they, bro, football, like people, not even footballers, rich people,
Bro,
they look
more-
at the 80 grand and then the extra 10K and they're like,
More
I'd rather
money is
just take
more
the 80
money, bro.
No, more money is
They'll
more
just
money.
spend the
but
10K.
they'll just spend the 10K. Like they know, yeah, 8 grand's coming this week, 8 grand's coming next week. Next Friday, another 8 grand's coming in. 3 weeks after, 8 grand's coming in. 4 weeks, you know what I mean?
I don't know
That
how their
10K
minds
don't make
must
a
be.
big difference.
But back to the Spurs. Would you intentionally want Real Madrid to lose against Atletico if it meant that Barca would win the league?
No, wouldn't it be the other way around?
No.
do you hate more? Who
He
do you
hates
hate more,
Barca.
Barca
This
or
guy
Atletico?
hates Barca, you know.
I hate Barca more.
Okay, so would you go into a game,
Against
Madrid derby, and say, yeah, I don't mind losing this game, or I want to lose this game so Barca don't win the title?
I can't answer a question if I'm not put in that situation.
Would you ever lose 5-0 or win
Hypothetical,
1-0? This was SDS.
I can't lie. I'll rather lose, man.
Fairs.
I'm not letting Barca win.
That's fair.
How many titles have Barca got
I
compared to you?
hate Liverpool.
They've-
bro.
you
No,
got
it's
faith.
just I despise.
But do they
everything.
have more titles than you? League titles? They don't. Okay.
No. We've got way more.
Oh, you got way more
We've
than
got way
them.
more. They've got more
Let's
cups.
not
than us.
investigate into the first 10 of them. But I was gonna say I really do like Andrew's quotes throughout the whole season. He's not nibbling. I do have to say I really liked Andrew's quotes throughout the whole season.
Yeah, he's
Mate.
he's straightforward, man.
He's just the straight
Straightforward.
shooting manager. It might have annoyed me with all the might,
Mate.
but he just says it how it is.
Yeah.
And I think Spurs fans should rally behind this manager. I think that they have to look at their recent years, their heritage in the last 3-4
Some men are
years.
starting to lose faith.
I know, but I think they have to look at their heritage in the last couple of years. They haven't even been finishing top 4 regularly. Up and down and 6th and 8th and 12th and all this kind of
Conte
stuff.
got them back, one and they dropped
No,
them.
they're starting to lose faith not because of the standings. I mean, they never expected to finish top 4 or even compete for top 4 without Harry Kane. They sold him what 2 weeks, 2
Lost
days,
your best ever
2
player.
days before. But they are frustrated with this, with the stubbornness of not changing
Style
it,
of play, yeah.
of not changing it when needed to, or being stubborn and persistent with it, and just being stuck with it. That's
I think
why
have patience.
that's why I think some people. I was watching a clip come on TikTok for expressions. He said, "I'm going to give him till October of next season. If this guy doesn't change his style or his mentality, then get him out."
But did you hear what he
I
said
disagree
recently
with that,
after their 4th loss in a row? I know they won the other day, but after their 4th loss, I think he said something like, "A lot of these players can't play the way I play, and they're going to be gone in the summer."
And I
Basically said that.
Right,
Just
right,
Basically said that.
I
Yeah.
love Andrew's
Yeah.
quotes this season,
Transparency.
bro.
Yeah.
He's
I read
so
that.
honest about it, and managers that have said it in the past, they've said these kind of things, and they don't end up getting to fulfill it.
Yeah.
It's like you've been shot before you could even do anything. Give this guy time. Let him get the players that are necessary to play his style. Because we've seen his style of play is consistent throughout the whole season. I know how an Ange team plays. High line, they're gonna risk the ball, they're gonna press the ball, they're gonna try and play when they have the ball at their feet. Against Arsenal in the first half, I think Spurs were the better team.
They were the better team the whole game. bro.
Yeah.
Arsenal were 3-0 up. Like, it's just great. Like, they were playing good football against Arsenal, who we know to be a strong defensive team. Give Ange time. trust in him, back him. The club needs to back him. Levy, if there's another manager that you need to back right now since Poch, it's this guy.
Yep. That's the thing. They were a better team to you and to you, who's not Spurs fans. But Spurs fans watching it, why the f*** are you not down with this?
Against my arch rivals.
I understand.
They're
but
looking at it from that perspective.
my advice is the same. Patience.
But I think with every new manager with their project, it's weird because their first season they always try to be pragmatic. Second season they introduce their style of play, and then that's when
I respect a manager that goes from the beginning.
Style of play from the jump. Second season you see him be more pragmatic though.
Yeah, second season you have to change stuff. It happens with every manager.
You can't be like a
usually Philip, but he went the other way.
Yeah, it happens with Pep. It happened with everyone.
You can't be Vincent Kompany, for example.
Yeah. That was
deluded that you have zero quality and you're going to continue. You can't do that.
Yeah,
you're not going to survive.
I hope Ipswich don't try that next season.
I need Kieran McKenna to know what's coming here. And to be fair, he's had seasons in the Premier League, so I assume him to know what the.
I didn't know he's been managing for that long.
He's been
since he was like
2018.
Yeah. No, forget that.
Before that, he was at Spurs.
Come on, Jose, man.
I heard he was managing from when he didn't really make his football career.
Well, there you go.
From
and he's
very,
quite
very
a young manager.
Yeah, very, very young.
Jose's school.
He's not from Jose's school.
He's not from Jose. He played like how many games? 2 games?
3 months maybe.
Who promoted him?
Huh?
Who promoted him?
manager?
Yeah, who promoted it?
Jose Mourinho.
That's it. Move on.
That's not how that works, bro.
That's
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's guy more than his
just
Jose
move.
Mourinho's
Just move on. No, you answer my question.
Hasib, is it more Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's guy or
It's
Jose?
Ole's guy.
Who promoted him? That's my question. Jose? Cool. Move on.
Okay, fast.
Jose's
We'll
school.
see. Let us know in the
He
comments.
graduated from Jose's school.
Carrick is definitely Jose's guy.
Yeah.
He spent time with Carrick. Carrick is
You don't like Carrick?
No.
Why'd you laugh at Carrick?
Carrick's doing well in Middlesbrough.
I just want more.
Relatively.
No,
Are you laughing at my Carrick?
No, I just want more praise when people graduate from Jose's school rather than Pep.
What did he give Carrick?
What did Rui Faria do?
He won the Qatari League.
Did he?
At the
You can fact check that.
At the Hill.
But let's go to the next segment, Aston Villa. Emery is trying his hardest not to get top 4, which Arsenal fans are sometimes used to. But if Emery doesn't get top 4, should he still be in contention for manager
I don't like
season?
these Emery indirects, by the way.
I'm not indirect.
That's an indirect.
I'm just saying.
Like he did at Arsenal, didn't really try and get top 4.
No, he didn't. He was focused on the Conference League and the Europa League. And now he's out of the Conference League because Olympiacos has knocked them out.
Here he goes.
Yeah.
Here he goes.
How about that?
Are you sure you're over your ex?
Was it 6-2 on aggregate? And McGinn say, let's get off the pitch, guys. I'm embarrassed. Let's go.
What about Emi Martinez as well, all right?
Alhamdulillah.
I like Emi, man.
What a great own goal. That's an Arsenal guy.
You need therapy.
Most own goals of all time as a goalkeeper.
Is it?
Yeah, 3.
Emi.
Today, he passed
It's only 3 to be fair.
I thought someone would have like 6, you know.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, because there was some meaty keeps like
The most own goals is still Richard Dunn in Premier League side.
Probably.
Yeah.
He scored. He kept banging it, man.
I wouldn't mind having that record, you know.
It's a good record.
It's legacy, innit? You're just there.
You'll be a master question.
Yeah. Who scored the most own goals in all time?
Ilyas Noriega.
Yeah, you see?
Is it Noriega?
No, my surname's Mohammed.
Fair enough.
Thank you very
But
much.
fair enough. But if he doesn't get top 4, should he still be in contention for manager this season? What?
This guy's been falling his way with Noriega.
Well, I've never claimed Noriega as my surname. I got given that name from when I was young, that's
Bro,
right.
Somalis all get nicknames from birth.
No, I don't understand it, but people
Long story?
Can't tell you why I got given that name, but I was just given that name.
It's weird. Every Somali, as soon as they're brought up, they're born, they get given a nickname. Abs was given Busquets.
Not when I was born. But
Shamaki was given Sharky.
Yeah.
Abdullah was given star player.
Yep.
And Ilyas was given Noriega.
You got Fuad.
And Mas will get given something. I don't know. I don't know.
I can't say what
What's
they
your
call him.
nickname?
I can't say what they call him.
Baldy.
Barcelona.
Mas, they call him Mas.
Anyways.
But should he get manager this season? How about that? Actually,
Should he be in contention, you mean?
No, scrap my question. Should Emery get time manager this season?
Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
He should.
Should get the manager of the season. Full
Yeah,
stop.
Premier League.
Him or Sean Dyche.
Huh? He's not contention, is he?
Oh, have they already done that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shortlist
I
already
thought Sean Dyche would have been on the shortlist, no?
No one.
They were what?
I don't think has Pep won it.
They were relegated, what, 10 points? Or 8 points?
To be
Everton?
fair, yeah. But I
Yeah,
think they
that's
don't
mad.
nominate him because of that.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
They don't want to nominate them because they were the ones that deducted
Yeah,
the
yeah,
points.
He's never won, I think, manager of the month.
He's never won manager of the month.
Oh, Pep.
Yeah, not that mistake. 'Cause I saw a stat. Pep has never won something. I don't know what.
It's either manager of the year or manager of the month.
No, he's won.
No, he's won
yeah.
manager season.
Oh,
He's
okay.
won
I think it's manager of the month. He hasn't won, if I'm not mistaken.
He just dominates it. That's what he
I don't know, we got FFF, so we don't
Maybe.
know.
That's true.
But I don't think he should win it.
Who do you think should win it?
Pep.
My giggling like that.
No, I think he should win. But I think what he's done this season is a madness. So.
What about Emery? Emery getting top 4. Is that not madness?
No, I think that if sorry, If he
Don't
finish,
touch me.
no.
Get away from me.
No. If he finishes top 4, then yeah, I will give it to United because no one expected that.
First name
I
as
like the
well.
way you say that as well. Unai.
United.
I know why, because
Unai?
he came from La Liga. That's why.
But
If Nico Jackson was there, he would have said Nico Jackson.
And also Anthony's in the running as well.
Yeah.
Iraola.
Anthony's in the
And Pep
shortlist.
came from
We'll
La
talk
Liga
about
as
it
well.
soon. We'll talk about it
And
soon.
Pep came from La Liga as well.
But give it to
And
United.
Arteta started at Barca.
Spain. I think whoever wins the league on the last day should get it. If Arteta wins the league on the last day, give him manager of the year.
First.
That's sad that Sean Dyche on that shortlist. I actually feel sorry for
Why
him.
would
No,
you-
I
guy,
agree.
man.
Joel Knight has done a brilliant job, bro.
It's like,
Yeah, I hear it.
But if we did the SDS awards of like, as you know, member of the season, and
Yeah.
I didn't bring you on the podcast for 4 months,
Yeah.
and I suddenly bring you on the podcast, do you think I'm gonna nominate you and put you up there?
That's quite a horrible analogy, but yeah, I hear it.
What do you mean?
I hear it.
dark analogy.
I hear it.
I hear it.
No, I get why
I
they're
like
not
dark
giving,
analogies.
I get why they're not giving it to him because like we gave you the points for being bad. We're not going to give you the award
Exactly.
now for coming out of the mud. We wanted you to get relegated. Actually.
Exactly.
But like, you know what I mean?
You messed up the whole plan.
Yeah, be a spit in the face.
Where's Everton now?
They
They're
are
comfortably safe, bro.
They're comfortable.
They,
Why- okay, so
they went on a 3-game, 4-game, 1-0 clean sheets, everything win
Okay,
streak.
so now this is
They're
becoming
15th.
No, this is hypocrite then. Why was Gary Neville nominated last
He
season?
wasn't.
Then?
Oh, last season.
Yeah, why was Gary Neville nominated last season? What
No,
was
no, we
saving-
just said because Premier League deducted.
Yeah, Premier
10
League
points.
deducted
I
points.
know,
So
but
yeah,
I'm not saying he should win it. He wasn't nominated. Dyche wasn't nominated, but Gary Neville was nominated last year. Why was he nominated last year?
What's this Gary Neville thing?
No,
we just said
no,
it.
because I'm proving his point.
No, but we're saying
yeah, but Wolves didn't get a points deduction last
Yeah.
year. He's saying the only reason why they haven't nominated Sean Dyche is because the Premier League gave them a
Faze
point
was saying a
deduction.
separate point. Faze was asking why have they nominated? Haven't they nominated Daesh? But
because they were-
nominated Gary Neville
They
last
would have nominated him if
they
the
were
league never gave them the point deduction.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it was more like another body
Yeah.
said, "Yo, you gotta give this."
But the
to
league
points.
gave the team, not the manager.
No, but
I
hear it, man.
We're surrounded by idiots today.
Yeah,
Surrounded by idiots.
It's harsh.
What?
It's harsh.
You're one of them.
Oh.
yeah, you're a high one as well.
Yes.
What point are you trying to make? Gary Neville. You just want to talk about Gary Neville, don't you?
No, but you're not hearing what they're saying as well.
I don't know. I hear it. I
This
hear
is,
it. I just
all
want
of
to
this
stop.
waffle needs to just go because this
Yeah.
is horrible. Daesh, he got hit with a slap on the wrist by the Premier League.
I understand.
That's why the Premier League didn't make him manager of the year. He should be. And Gary Neville last year because he should be.
A slap on the wrist, not on the manager, it's on the club. So why is the manager?
Can you say in the
getting
mic,
Habib,
please?
Habib.
Why is the manager getting the blame for
I
the?
hear
for
you.
The manager's not getting the
I
blame.
agree with you.
They're basically,
hearing you,
if
but
he
we're
gets
trying to
manager
look
of the
from the eyes
season,
of
the
the
club
Premier
gets an award. They don't want to give the club the award.
I hear it.
That's what it is. They don't want to give the club the award.
I hear it.
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to give Everton no bread.
Yeah, fair enough. But fair enough. So you guys do think that Emery should get manager season if he gets top
I
4?
didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said whoever wins the league in the last day should win.
I think
You're
Sean
boring,
Dyche. I
man.
think Sean Dyche should have got it.
Thank you.
But
Even though he's not on the shortlist, I
okay,
think he should have got it.
would you give it to Emery?
On the shortlist,
Yeah.
yeah, because he got top 4.
Okay.
They
Is Arteta on the shortlist?
Yeah.
Is Pep on the shortlist?
Yeah.
One of them two deserve to win it, brother. Unai Emery, thank you very much. But he did 17th to 7th and he didn't get this manager of the year. He picked up Aston Villa last year when they were 17th. Gerrard left them in. He got them to 7th in the league. This year he went from 7th to 4th or 5th, whatever it is.
Yeah, but top
Well
four
done,
finish.
brother.
No one expected
Top
that.
4 finish is crazy good.
Yeah, but look at the
It's a mad
competition around
achievement. It's a mad achievement.
Champions League football back at
Competition around
back in London.
Mane.
Since when?
Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Champions League. Last time they
I
had
saw
Champions League.
something, yeah, I saw.
They haven't had Champions League in ages.
Yeah,
bro.
Since before this
long
model.
time.
Has it been
Yeah.
there since before
Yeah.
this game model? This Champions League model, the way it is. You know how it's ending
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Since before then?
Yeah, nah.
I don't
It'll
think
be
so.
before then.
I don't think so.
Or is in that time?
I think it's the first time since this.
I agree, I agree.
1992.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
agree.
Champions League format.
But also in this game, obviously, it was a 3-3 draw. Epic game. Liverpool are also involved in the game. Do you guys think the Liverpool title race was a bottle job or was it expected? There was a stat that you told me off camera. They have been top for 87 days. They've exceeded.
It's a bottle job.
Yeah, 87 days. Arsenal was 75 and City was 72.
I'm so happy you asked this question. So
I want
If
to
you
say
talk
bottle
about
job.
sustainability
I want to say
one more
bottle job because
on.
Fuizzi was saying for ages that they're going to win the league and he was super excited about them winning the league.
But look at him.
They're
It
the top of
doesn't,
the
he
league.
looks like he deserves it sometimes, man.
Yeah, no, Fuizzi does deserve it sometimes.
he
Like,
needs it.
yeah, it's like his FPL. He went from top to like 9th
Yeah, I
in
don't
like
know
the
where
space
he's
of a
now.
couple months.
Needy.
So he's just not good at stuff in life.
No.
But I feel like it is quite a bit of a bottle job by them. Like they were top of the league comfortably as well at one point. I think it was like 7 or 8 points, maybe
Yeah.
6 or 7
I think
points,
City
something
only
like
had
that.
one game in hand.
5
Yeah.
points. Five.
It was something like they were
Yeah,
like
yeah.
game in hand, but if they won their game in hand, they were still top by like 2
Yeah,
or 3
yeah,
points.
It's not a bottle job.
Why?
It was expected.
It's exactly what I expect. Like I think
You
bottle
predicted
job.
it from
I think
November.
bottle job. No, I'm not tooting my own horn here. But what I'm saying is, bottle job matters based on the expectation that you had personally on that team. You guys, I'm assuming by the time that when Liverpool at the top, thought Liverpool they got a chance here.
Yeah.
Every single minute that Liverpool were top of the league, I was not concerned that they were winning the league title. Now Arsenal fans are going to get up and they're going to say, how are you going to say that?
Well, last
you
season.
said that last season. Arsenal this. I was concerned that Arsenal were going to win the title last year. It was a very, very big worry for me that Arsenal would win the title. So I thought, oh my God, Arsenal might win the league. And then they didn't win the league. Therefore, it's a bottle job to me. This season, I had no fear in my heart that Liverpool would win the league title. I was watching them and I'm like, this can't continue. This cannot carry on the way that they're playing football.
Yeah, but that's you though. But
No, that's what I'm talking about myself. This is my personal opinion.
But if you put it papers to paper, they were top. All the players who came back from injury, they had the easiest schedule, and everything made sense for them to win the league. There was one game where their man had to go to City. A draw would have worked perfectly for them,
For Liverpool,
and they made the lead bigger, and everything was made perfect. And they lost the games against teams who was getting destroyed and dominated by previous other teams.
Palace.
Brother,
All of what you said is accurate.
It's a bottle.
But I can't act like I didn't watch what was happening on the football pitch. And what I saw
There
from
was
the
never a
football
point
pitch,
you were worried.
never in my mind did I think Liverpool
Because they
would
kept
win the
doing
title.
it. They kept doing it.
I was just like, this is getting jarring. This is getting annoying. This it was
when it
annoying
happens,
for
it
me to
happens.
watch.
Yeah.
But I'm watching Arsenal suffocate opposition, being on top of them for 90 minutes of a game. I'm watching City have Haaland and De Bruyne just do nothing. De Bruyne comes back from injury, comes onto the pitch and just gets a goal and an assist out of nowhere. This is just the magic that City had. And I'm watching Liverpool go down in the first 20 minutes, guaranteed. Expect them to go down and then come back late on. I just looked at it, and for the whole season, and the tapes are there. The tapes are there. I was calling it unsustainable before the turn of the year. And even if they were at first, for however many days that they were first, it was never in my mind a belief that Liverpool would win the league title. That's just, I don't know if that's United bias, I don't know what it is, but I can't call it a bottle job. Because me personally, I never thought Liverpool would win the title.
I think it is. Let's not pretend that's not a way to win games, bro. Look Leverkusen this year. You know how many times they've scored?
2-1, 2-0.
United, but you man were the Fergie time. You man created that.
Fergie time.
I know, but let's not pretend that because of that reason, bro. They were on top, bro. They should have won it. It's that simple, like. It's a complete bottle job.
I think there's two teams that were better than them in the league.
They went from screaming, quadruple to treble to two
single.
trophies, and now they got one trophy.
Two trophies.
I remember
Scored a double.
quadruple.
You were doing really well. You said quadruple treble. You should have said double.
You said two
You
trophies.
said two trophies.
I love you so much.
First double. No, first double.
The last question of the segment, you told me off camera. Would you like to say the question about Luis Diaz?
I think this.
Ask Fraser's question, then you can answer it.
Yeah, I think this bottle job by Liverpool has turned out to be a blessing in one little way because of Luis Diaz. He's now back to his old form. I think he's been the most impressive player since Liverpool bought the league. I think every time when they needed someone, Salah wasn't there. Darwin Núñez kept missing chances. Trent has been out with injuries. Van Dijk wasn't the same Van Dijk as earlier this season. Alisson just came back from injury. So they needed a spark. Luis Diaz was that person. I think since he came back from his knee injury, I think he never looked that same player.
Yeah.
I think the spark, the explosiveness wasn't there. But I think since then, I think you can see it. It's coming back to him slowly.
What do you think?
He's always got his dad shaking his ass in the crowd as well.
There is always that.
Just looks up and he sees someone shaking up there. He says, "Yeah, my pops is there."
He sees Eritrean man shaking his ass next to him as well.
I know. If Fuzi shook his ass at Anfield, they'd have to stop the game.
Leaking at Old Trafford.
No, they'd have to stop the game. They'd have to stop the game. It can't work.
What do you think the finished model of Luis Diaz looks like? Because I don't think he's anywhere near complete yet.
It's
Bro,
not.
what do you mean? The guy's old, bro. He's not complete. Bro.
It's 27, 28.
The guy's at least.
He's 27, bro.
That's my issue. That's my issue with him. That's why I'm raising the question.
It's 27, 28.
He's not complete.
Bro,
Has he reached his...
Bro, that guy's 27. He's got 9 else
It's
left.
27, bro.
Got
So
9
is
else
this
left,
the
man.
final product of Luis Diaz?
He's gonna have 2 more good seasons and then he's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to add a caveat as well. Liverpool coming into this season weren't expected to be in a title race. This was Klopp building. I remember Leah said it as well. It's like Liverpool 2.0. This is Klopp's second, and this is before we knew that he was leaving.
Of course, yeah.
He puts them into a title race, and for that he deserves huge amounts of credit. And I think a lot of that is based on Klopp because this squad doesn't look like it's a squad.
But it's also because he's
functionally
leaving.
built.
Remember, he's leaving.
I
So
think
it's
that
like a lot.
definitely had a part to play in it. But he started the season before no one knew he was leaving with McAllister in the 6th.
Yeah.
He has no DM. But he's in a title race.
Yeah.
So he deserves a lot of credit for the season that they've done. It plays into my previous point about this was a team that wasn't ready to win the league title. Hence why even they were doing first, they're running on fumes that aren't making sense. I don't do the stats thing, but if you look at how they were expected to do, they were outperforming everything, brother. They were just doing it on a madness.
But since Arsenal 2 years ago, never expected to win to be top 4.
2 years ago.
2 years
the
ago.
top 4 one.
Arsenal,
Yeah.
2 years ago, no expected to
Even
compete.
last season, you could argue. Actually.
I mean, sorry, last
season
last season they weren't
That's
expected
what
to be in the title race.
Arsenal was never expected to be in the title race,
Yeah.
and they lost, but it's still a bottle because the context.
Yeah,
The
of
difference
It's
is
context.
that 50 points in 19 games, sorry.
Yeah.
When you start in such a, I thought Arsenal were guaranteed to win the league. last
Same.
year.
How many points ahead? Where was it? Like 11?
Eight.
Eight
8 points with 1 game in hand.
With one game in hand. Okay, this is confirmed. This is you now. I just to link back to my previous Liverpool point, but yeah, go on.
Fair enough. A little caveat.
Just a little caveat.
That
Apologies.
was a big caveat.
No, it was a
bottle.
big caveat.
Yeah.
Apologies.
But it's a
Apologies.
bottle. It's a bottle.
I hate that word caveat now. The next segment.
It's a bottle.
Forest Chelsea. Chelsea beat Forest 3-2. It was a great entertaining game.
Great game.
But I want to ask you guys first before I get to Chelsea, who will get relegated out of Forest and Luton?
Sorry,
Oh yeah,
that's
that's
the
the
next
next
It's
question.
done now. It's done now.
No.
They
So last game of the season, what? Forest? Who are Forest playing in the last game?
Burnley.
Burnley.
many
Yeah,
things? How
Burnley
many
already
points?
relegated.
How many points is
Who's Luton playing?
I checked it as well.
Nah, you had it.
How many
you
points?
had it, you had it.
There's I think 3 or 2 points between them.
Bro, it's 3 points, Ak.
Yeah.
And
But they need a 12-goal swing, so they can still do the thing.
they've got
Who
better
needs
goal
12 goals?
difference.
Luton, did you not see? Did you not see? No, they were the manager was crying last game of the season. Like he knows it's done.
It's done, bro.
He knows it's
But
done.
he needs a 12-goal
Yeah,
swing.
Rob
You're
Edwards,
telling
he
me that's impossible?
He cried already, bro. He cried already.
I need to. Someone pick. Someone pick.
Forest needs to lose against Burnley 5-0, and Luton needs to beat Fulham 6-0 or 7-0.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
that's not
You guys don't believe in fairy tales, man.
No, not that fairy tale.
Why not,
That's a
man?
nightmare. That's
Yeah.
not fairy tale. That's not happening.
That's not
No.
football.
That's
That's
not-
if
that's
that
not-
game happens, you have to suspicious betting on that.
Yeah,
game.
suspicious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Sandro Tonali and the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's them man. Yeah, that's them man.
So what's your guys' answer?
It's not our brother. They're gone. Luton are gone. Matt
Luton are
Salah
gone,
and
they're
Kenneth
gone,
Road.
they're
It was
gone,
good what we
they're
had
gone,
you.
it's done,
Thank
it's
you.
done.
No,
It's done.
no,
It's
They're
no.
gone. They're gone. They're
Yeah,
gone.
We're still indifferent. We're still on the side of our answers. So catch us on the next Premier League round.
Yeah. For our definitive answer.
Yeah, for the minute to
To find out who got relegated.
man, get them all down, man. But the next question I have: has Nico Jackson was Cho's celebration against his former club uncalled for?
Why did you make me do that?
Because Morgan was like the next game as well.
Oh, I didn't even. I can't
You're
remember.
light skin.
This guy's making me do this for no
That's
reason. I was so
true.
confused.
Tell him what's in the
Oh,
back,
you're
gives
Hudson
right.
Odoi, I'm Gibbs right.
There you go,
A
bro.
bit racist, but I hear it.
Yeah, man, and you're sure. But,
Fair enough.
uncalled for, not at all. What are you talking about uncalled for, bro?
Chelsea
He
found it.
thought he was keeping his team up, all that kind of
Come
stuff.
on,
Like
bro.
it was.
Even if it wasn't, brother.
Yeah.
Chelsea, they got rid of him.
I don't mind him
brother. Happened,
celebrating,
brother.
but
They got
doing
rid of
this-
him for 3 mil as well. They got rid of him for 3 mil, bro. They rejected what? 40,
Munich.
like 50 or 60 from Bayern. like,
When he was on the bench. He didn't even get minutes. yet.
yeah, he hadn't played at England. He hadn't started a game yet, and he played for
He played for
England.
England
like,
already.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's
I
uncalled
wonder what
for.
would have happened if he went to. I wonder how his career would have gone if he
It's
went
like
to Bayern.
Havertz
You know?
doing that against Chelsea, isn't it?
I did love that though.
He would have
It's necessary.
started.
Huh?
He would have started.
No, if he got sold to Bayern, I think he would have started at that time.
Nah.
At that time, they didn't have wingers, no.
Bro, that
That time they
had-
were struggling
it
for a winger,
2020?
so
This
they
is
went for him.
sorry.
This is
So
Sane.
this is
Sane was there,
18?
Gnabry was there, and Koeman was there. He will be.
Was Koeman there in 2020?
Koeman. He will be. Koeman
was
scored.
there for a minute.
He will be. That you know that Bayern bought a Spanish kid, Zaragoza.
Zaragoza,
Hasn't
yeah.
started. He will be Zaragoza, bro.
He wouldn't be. He wouldn't be
French
like.
minutes.
He wouldn't be like.
You know how
the-
you know FM?
Who's the black guy that they come off?
Matthias Tel?
No,
Yeah.
You know how FM there is rotational.
Yeah.
That's
Fringe.
no, that's backup. Rotational, fridge, emergency sub.
Emergency sub is down.
He'll be emergency sub. Yeah, he is that, bro.
But you never know. That Bayern move could have got him anywhere in the
Yeah.
German league elsewhere. He could have
His
gone
whole,
to Dortmund loan or something like that.
his career could have
Yeah,
been,
crazy.
could have been crazy.
The money could have changed his life. He could have become an elite baller.
100%.
Yeah.
That's true, man. But yeah,
Who can be Teller?
Tell.
Nathan Teller.
Matthias Tell.
I know Teller.
Nathan Teller.
Oh, Nathan Teller.
Yeah,
Southampton
Leverkusen,
to
yeah,
Leverkusen.
He's
Yeah.
moving right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbeaten.
They say
Timothy
they say-
Fosu Mensah's there as well.
Yeah.
My boy
Is he?
Fosu Mensah's
Fosu
there. Yeah.
Mensah,
He's
yeah.
in the Leverkusen squad.
He's
yeah.
he's emergency sub as well.
Oh, yeah. So emergency.
Like, I don't think he has a change. He has a locker in the change room. You know, I don't think he has a locker.
He's got no number.
I think he just pulls up. It's the empty one's his one. He says, "Yeah, that's my one today." Put some stuff in there.
Just sit there, bro.
Yeah. Wait, where are you sitting today? Back in the coach, please, mate.
So do you find it uncalled for his celebration?
Nah, I agree with him. If you sold him, well,
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm dunking on you,
I
bro.
agree.
It's done, bro.
That's why I agree with Havertz celebration as well.
Absolutely,
like,
bro.
all the hate you guys have been getting me. What? I'm not gonna celebrate.
Yeah.
I'm
So if
celebrating.
Odegaard scored against you and he started celebrating.
I don't care about him, man.
Yeah, why would he care
Odegaard
about
didn't
Odegaard?
even
Why would he
play
care
I
about
don't
him?
care about
He was
him.
emergency sub for him.
What happens if
And he will be the
Isco-
best right now.
If Isco scored and celebrated against you, you'd be heartbroken.
I'll be hard.
You see? That's a better one. That's a better one.
That's good. That's good.
That one.
That one.
Well, we don't care about
Asensio.
Odegaard. I don't care.
Casemiro scores. He's fuming.
Bro, someone is
You're
impacting.
the more human than the fact you let
yeah.
Casemiro score.
Someone's.
Casemiro's a threat though going forward. I can't lie. When he's in the box, he's in there.
Either slap outside the box or header. Watch out for Casemiro.
But we don't care about Odegaard, bro. We sold Odegaard.
I love how there's an N in his name.
Why is it Odin God?
I don't know.
Odin like Thor? What's going on?
Yeah. He watched Thor yesterday.
He watched it. Okay.
Danish. But
Iraqi, right?
we sold Odegaard for 40 million, and we bought Camavinga for 35, bro. The same.
Didn't they sell it for 8
we don't
million? Why do you keep
care.
adding numbers, man? I don't like these numbers.
40
You
million.
sell it for 30.
40 euros.
€4.
That's quite cheap. That's quite cheap.
Yeah, that's good. That's a part.
Well, we don't care.
That's yeah, fair enough then. The next question.
Hold
for
on,
the
when
segment.
is he going to score against us? What, Champions League?
That laugh is
So nice. We're gonna be the same group.
giggled.
I'm gonna see you in the next group.
To be fair, next season is more likely.
We're
for
pot
us-
two. We're pot
for,
two.
for us. Okay, maybe. Yeah.
I'll see you
I
in the group.
hate that new Champions League format, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's not even like that.
Yeah.
No.
It's the tables, bro. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
tables.
tables, yeah.
That's a
16,
bigger
I
chance.
think.
That's
To
a
be
bigger
fair, yeah, because that was 8 games now. We can play
That's a
against
bigger chance
Yeah.
of facing each other next season.
It would be good for like us to go watch more Champions League games, but it's like it kind of takes away the what's the word?
Magic.
Like
Excitement.
the magic of the Champions
Je ne
League
sais quoi.
specialty. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I like it. I can't lie. 8 teams going to the main playoff.
what is it? 2 groups of 16, right?
that just sounds horrible.
Or is it 2 groups of 8?
It's 8 going straight to the quarterfinals.
No, but it's 2
That's round
groups. It's
16.
2 groups of what? 16.
No, it's
Nah,
one big
brother,
group.
It's one big group, bro.
Oh, one big group.
Yeah.
It's
it's
one
one
table. It's one table.
The first 8 teams
one
get a
group
bye,
yeah.
8 go
and then
straight
and then the
to
other 8
round
go to the
16.
playoffs.
And 8
So how many
Eight
people in
with
this
the
one
most
group?
amount of wins.
and 8 and 16 they face each other, and the winner of that 8
Oh,
teams.
so they think it's NBA.
Huh?
They're trying to be like
It's
NBA.
NBA. It's playoffs. It's playoffs.
Yeah, fair enough.
So if we win,
So it's
if
the
we come
play-in
first in that
tournament.
Champions League,
If you man
Nah, not
finish
playing
ninth,
tournaments, playoffs.
if you man finish ninth, you guys
but
go
if
in
we
the
finish
playoffs.
first, we win that league technically, innit?
If you
Yeah,
finish
we
ninth-
won. We win the 9 to 16 league.
It's a
We win
league,
the 9 to 16.
no?
Well, it's good because you've now never won that Champions League model that's finished now from 92 to 2024. Sorry, guys, to just burst your bubble.
That's fine because where are you?
Why did he stop like
How old was you when you lot last won Champions League?
Oh,
He was still
I was 9 years old.
He was still.
So you did not celebrate that Champions League win.
I was crying.
No, you wasn't.
No, you
Do you know?
wasn't.
Do you know?
It's fine. Let's move on. Next
We-
topic.
we-
Next
we
topic.
there
Do you know when
99?
Ronaldo missed the penalty?
Were you there 99?
You was 9 years old. That penalty shootout would have happened.
know my
about, wait,
TV?
that penalty shootout would have happened
It
around
was
11
late.
o'clock.
Wallah, it was late.
He would have been
Wallah, it was
fast asleep.
That's true.
Wallah,
That's true.
do you know man? Do you know?
Oh, you would have said Naya,
Yeah.
Saha. Yeah, should have Naya.
Do you know that grey TV with the fat back?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With the huge back
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
the screen
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Well, I remember watching
Yeah,
it.
for real.
And Frank Lampard was going.
No.
It's like
Nah,
him right
for
now.
real.
He's wearing grey and he's got a fat.
Nah, for real. He's right.
How did you think of that?
He's right. He's right.
Genius. That's brilliant.
He's right.
How did you think of that quickly? That's actually so
And you slap at the back if it doesn't work.
fucking brilliant.
You're so content. man.
That's what the fuck he meant.
Fair enough. What about 99? What were you doing there?
Yeah, I was 1 month forward.
You were. Nah, you were.
Did you want
you
my
were-
vote?
No.
Yeah.
1 month fairs.
No, that
you
month.
could have watched it to be honest.
You want
May.
You
Oh,
want,
what a night.
oh.
Late in May in 1990.
Oh, you could have actually watched it. You know, 99. You could have actually watched
I
it.
might have been around.
Yeah, fairs.
1 month forward.
Fairs.
Fair
What's
enough.
the trouble?
That's why he loves Ollie so much.
That's my guy, man.
But yeah, the next question is: has Nico Jackson been disrespected this season?
Absolutely, he has.
Absolutely. By Sugar Sean as well.
Everyone.
Who?
And this podcast as well. This podcast as well. You might put him in the last bracket.
Who's
Like,
you?
Oh, yeah, I was
guys.
there. That was me. My bad.
20th.
He was there.
Who
No,
was
no,
it?
but
Was
I was
you
saying the guys I
and-
bought
and-
Specs, Fuizzi, and Sharks.
That
Come on,
Come on,
look
Specs and
at that.
Fuizzi on the same table.
Come on,
Come
man.
That team actually happened.
Yeah, what happened?
And they both wear glasses as well.
Yeah,
Well,
they
he
should
said-
both be called
well,
Specs.
so he-
Yeah, exactly.
I was
said
vice
that's-
captain. Come on, boy. Come on. I was the first vice captain, bro.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Come
that's why
on.
that episode stunk as well.
But that's disgusting, bro. Disgusting, honestly. The disrespect,
He's a brilliant footballer.
all the hate he's been getting.
My-
What's brilliant?
No,
Debut-
can I be
Wallah, he's a brilliant
My
footballer.
opinion changed on him.
He's a bad striker. Very bad striker.
Thank you.
No, sorry.
He is a bad
I'm
striker.
giving you objective.
He's a bad striker.
You've got the bias because you said he's going to be
La Liga,
the
La
next
Liga as
who?
well,
The
La
next
Liga.
who?
17
Diego
Diego
Costa.
Costa. I would be
Costa.
letting him Dalek. But this
17 goals.
guy is brilliant goal record, but he's finishing his. I feel
well-
like he got like 2
Sounds like
hat-tricks
someone
as well,
else
yeah.
that we spoke about last
No, one
season.
hat trick.
Darwin Núñez.
No, don't ever compare him to Darwin Núñez. He's a better footballer than Darwin
chill
Núñez,
out.
bro. Behave yourself.
Yeah, no,
bro.
I can't lie. Nico, I watched him twice in the space of about 5 days. Man City game at Wembley
And
Arsenal Chelsea. But he's a serious box crasher, you know that. He's a nuisance. Wallah, he's a nuisance. I was seeing guys confused. Like he's spinning, he's coming short, he's chopping guys, he's doing this,
He's a
that.
brilliant footballer.
He's a very,
Sorry,
very
bro.
good striker.
But
But
he's a brilliant footballer.
But I don't think he's a number 9.
Yeah, I think he's a winger.
He may not
I
be
don't
a
think he's a
number
number
9. He may
9.
not be a number
He's got
9.
the Gabriel Jesus gene. Does everything before the goal. Can't get the goal.
He reminds me of Martial.
But he's more. But I think he's more.
Probably more clinical.
Probably more
clinical.
Jesus.
But he is not a starting 9 for a top club.
But don't you think he's not a starting 9 because he's been asked to do a job of a starting 9 when one wasn't really going to be the main responsibility.
That's fair.
And secondly,
that's fair.
his 2 wingers are not goal-scoring wingers, bro. We've got Mudryk.
Are they wingers? Full stop. Mudryk and Madueke. That's
Exactly.
Madueke.
So he's been asked to do a
No,
bit
he's
more
been
than what
playing
he should be
recently.
doing.
Yeah.
He should be. I think he's a better winger than striker.
Yeah.
But I think a striker on the better wingers, I think will do a flourish job, bro. Bro, them man hated him, bro. 17 goals and 7 assists in his debut season. Second
You're
professional
shameless,
career.
you know. You're
And
shameless.
people try to compare him. And all they hate.
second professional
All
career,
they hate.
yeah.
Professional career, because last season was his first professional career.
Yeah, I'll say out of Højlund, Nunes, and Jackson, Højlund has the potential to be the best number 9.
Absolutely not. I'm
100%.
taking as a striker.
Is he outperforming his XG?
Yeah, he's the only one
don't
outperforming
care.
his XG out of everyone. He's the most shot conversion rate has the highest percentage, bro.
As a striker,
only
and as a
scores more
player,
goals
I'm
in the fewest
taking Nicky
chances.
Jackson over any of those strikers. Bro, I said it. You guys laughed, yeah?
I'm
Beginning of
still
the
laughing.
season, I said he scored more than 15 goals. He's done more than 50 goals. He's got 17 goals, bro.
Wow.
And you might didn't even believe that. I said,
No, I agree. Yeah, fact.
What they say,
months-
broken clocks right twice a day or something like that.
but this season, I've had hits after hits.
I don't know about that.
But you've had a lot of stinkers.
Stinkers or
This
stinkers. as
season,
well.
give me a stinker this season.
You just told 2 fake facts on this one show that we're here right now in the last 5 minutes.
Who did he put into
No,
the
no,
league?
no, a bad take. A bad
Oh,
take.
he had Liverpool in the league. That's why he has to say they're bottling it.
Yeah.
This guy tries to spin on me since United bias. You have to say they're bottling it because you had them in the league on the live show.
No, this season, I've had no bad takes this season.
No bad takes.
No bad takes.
No bad takes.
I've had low
Low bad takes.
Low is fine. Just say low.
Give me a bad take.
Stay low.
Just
stay
say low.
Stay
Diego
with
Costa?
low.
Just
Stay
say
with
low.
low.
Jackson
Stay
and
with
Diego
low.
Costa.
They're naming them for me right now. I don't have to name any. I don't have to name any.
But technically, in his debut season, he got 17 goals.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Have some shame. Have haya. Where's the
But
haya?
all
in
I'm
this life
saying,
gone,
all
man?
I'm saying,
visual.
all
No,
I'm saying,
visual.
I hate, but this is my problem now. This is my problem. I hate. No, I'll admit I've had a couple bad takes.
Thank you
That's
very much.
cool.
Thank you.
No,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I hate the fact that the past couple weeks, people now switching on Nicky Jackson. Oh, he's underrated. Oh, people should respect Nicky Jackson. أعوذ بالله يا حيوان ابن الحيوان.
Oh, so people can't change their opinion. People can't change their opinion. People
Still
can
on
change
that
their,
side.
yeah. People can change their opinion. You're just the first one. You're just the first one. You're the head of the.
No,
Don't ask him
You
about
bought the
Kai
dip.
Havertz.
No,
Don't ask him
you
about
bought
Kai
the dip.
Havertz.
No.
You
Your
bought the dip.
patience zero.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind. This
You're that black guy who said invest in Bitcoin. That's what you are. That's what you are.
I don't mind.
You say you can't make money
I
off
don't.
Bitcoin
No.
now.
I don't mind. No. I don't mind if you had no opinion prior to that, and you came into the situation and said, "Oh wow, Nicky Jackson's a great footballer." You
That's
know
me.
what? That's what. I don't mind that. I don't mind people like him.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't. Your Havertz thing, you calling him shit, disgusting. Get him out. Where's striker? X, Y, and Z. All this shit.
And guess what
then,
now?
And then 2
Have a
months.
time.
Havertz Hive, we up.
And then 2
Havertz
months.
Hive, we are up.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, A'udhu billah.
Illuminati, man.
That's
That's the
bad.
smallest Illuminati side of him. Man.
But then switching.
That's good one.
That's a cute one.
That's the smallest one.
That was a cute one.
That was a mini one.
That's a cute one.
Illuminati. No, he does.
No, because Liban is Illuminati.
No, but that's confirmed. That's confirmed. That's confirmed. That's
But
confirmed.
nah, the
You
switching,
turned out with the badge as well. He's
the switching energies is something I don't like. Don't do that.
Who's doing it?
Who's doing
Who's
it? Yeah, who's doing
spearheading
A
it?
lot of people.
Who's spearheading it?
A lot of people. Yeah, he's one of them.
Havertz, we
Yeah.
up.
I don't like those people.
Bro, I bought it. You know how Bitcoin sometimes goes to 65 bags, 5 bags? I bought it at the highest of highs, Havertz. I'm going to lose money.
No, you're better.
I'm losing money. I'm going to lose it, guaranteed. But I'm there.
Yeah.
I want to be one of those guys. My whole Bitcoin costs 65 bags.
Yes.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah. But back to the previous point, you said Cole Palmer deserves Premier League Player of the Season. What about you two? Did you guys think he deserves it?
I don't think so.
No, I just think there's a better candidate. I think he's been brilliant this year.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Cole Palmer. His first, we're talking about his second professional career in men's football. This was Cole's first for a breakout this year. And he deserves a lot of credit. He's
He
a good
started the
player
season with a
at City.
bang. He scored that Screamer Community Shield final.
There you
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then look, he's ending it amazingly.
Yeah.
I think he should win Player of the Year because of how bad Chelsea have been.
Yeah.
He's been the gem in that team. He's been the gem in that team.
Would you give credit to more? Carrying Chelsea or carrying City?
I wouldn't say Foden necessarily
Because
carried.
Because Rodri, yeah.
People
He's had quality
been the
around
shining
him.
light. No, but
He's been the shining light, yes, he's been the shining light.
Sorry, let me change my question. What do you credit more, being the main man at City or the main man at Chelsea?
Me, I always love underdog story. I'm always the main man at the West team.
So
But
that was
I think it's more difficult to be the main man at a bigger team.
No,
100%.
I think it's harder to be the big
Main
man.
man, it's harder to be the main man at a bigger
It's harder
team.
to be the shiniest star in a room full of stars. What's harder?
It's the hardest.
That's the question.
It's the hardest to carry bums. It's very hard.
No, bro.
Because you have to understand when you're carrying bums.
Chelsea aren't as bad as people have been saying.
No, Chelsea aren't, but they had a horrible start.
Yeah, they had a
horrendous start.
Bad start.
Only
bad
recently
start.
they've been good. When Cucurella's played in midfield.
Yeah.
When
No,
they've been third.
Enzo went out. That's
And
when they've
Enzo
been
went
better.
out. They've been very good the last 5 or 6 games. Before that, from September till about 2 months ago, it was Cole Palmer carrying bumps.
But-
It was Cole Palmer, give me the ball, I'm going to make something happen.
Yeah, man.
Foden,
I agree.
Foden,
No, he's not wrong. He's
Foden,
not
the
wrong.
Fulham game was okay. He was there. Scored a crucial goal. He scored a very good goal. But he could have still... He didn't have to be on that pitch that game. There's been a lot of games for Foden. like that.
But look, you just pinpoint one moment and said.
No, I was going to say that for the whole season.
But that's
There's a
been
lot
so
of games
many
where he could have
times,
disappeared.
bro. The Foden, so many games this season, he's been the one scoring the first goal or the winner in so many games, or the equaliser, the goal against Everton, the goal against Everton were equalised. Bro, he's been the main person of so many of the comebacks, some of the remontadas. He's been that guy. I think it's harder for you to do it in a team full of superstars, Haaland, KDB, and you outshining them and telling everyone, brother, this is my main team at the age of 23. I think that's much harder
he hasn't
than doing
outshone
it in
them.
a team of bums.
He hasn't outshone Haaland and KDB because they went there.
KDB
Haaland
was
and
out
KDB
for-
have been out most of the season.
No,
They
but carrying the
went there.
burden of them not being
He
there
carried
is
the
also
burden.
huge.
Okay, but he's carried the burden of a team who have 11 world-class players.
Yeah.
And he's looked like the
Cole
main
Palmer
man.
has carried
11
a team.
world-class players?
Well, no, I'm exaggerating. They just have they have 11 international, beautiful, amazing players.
don't you- but hold on.
But then
But-
you go to Chelsea, and then you got Petrovic in goal came from America. You've got Cucurella, who's horrible.
Disaster class.
You've got Thiago Silva, who's done age-wise. You've got Badiashile, Disasi, whoever you want to play, Chalobah, anyone. You've got Reece James is barely there. You've got Gusto who's barely there. You've got Enzo Caicedo, they say is a £250 million flop. You've got Madueke, who's come from PSV. You've got Mudryk, who's a $100 million flop. You've got Nico Jackson, who you're saying everyone was hating on at the beginning of the season. Then you've got Cole Palmer, just in that midfield,
raises a
doing
good
absolutely everything.
I can flip the same
Get the
argument
ball,
too.
get the ball, turn around, score. Get the ball, turn around, win something. Anything that he
I can
wanted.
flip the same
Anything that
argument.
he
I
wanted.
can flip the same argument too.
on.
Earlier, you just said this is one of the worst City teams. And
No, I
guess-
didn't say it's one of the. I
and
said
no,
they just
it's
underperformed this season.
Underperformed,
they
one of the worst
underperformed
teams.
this
I can say the same thing. Doku, inconsistent. Grealish, inconsistent. He's been out. Bernardo Silva, inconsistent. He only steps out with the big games against Real Madrid all the time against Real Madrid. All the time against Real Madrid. Haaland has been out with injuries. Alvarez has been inconsistent. KDB's been out. Nunes, horror. Kovacic has been playing deep. Rodri's been the only great guy. But I can say Malo Gusto has been great for Chelsea.
Yeah, Malo Gusto's been the good player for them.
And then they're saying the same thing in the back line. The back line has always been changing. Stone's been out. Diaz been out. Akanji has been the most consistent. So I'm saying the same thing about Foden.
Both really
Foden's
good
been the most
points, well made.
consistent
a good
player, bro.
Let me counter your counter.
Oh, talk to me. This is a joust.
All the names that you
Flip it
said,
for it one
all the
time.
names that you said have either been inconsistent or injured. Like the ones that you said are inconsistent, a lot of them have been injured.
He's saying the Chelsea manager's
Grealish,
needy.
huh? Grealish injured. Haaland injured.
KDB.
Injured. Stones injured.
No, but he's saying.
I'm saying a lot of them have been out injured. They're not just like not performing
It's not
well.
about inconsistency.
And then a lot of
It's
the
not
other
about him
You-
pulling
but you
them
don't-
yeah,
up.
you'd
he's,
argue
Foden,
that- you'd
Foden
argue-
hasn't
It's
elevated
hard,
everyone.
hold on. But it's harder to do that when someone's been out and the replacement is someone media than the person. When Haaland's been out for 3 weeks, but before that, people were saying, is that Haaland? KDB was out from the first game week
Yeah,
to what?
to like 3 months ago.
To February.
Yeah.
Who's more important to their team?
Who's more important to the team?
That's a great question.
Take Foden out of City. City are not winning the Premier League. Take Cole Palmer out of
Chelsea are getting relegated.
Of Chelsea.
Chelsea get relegated.
Relegate is a stretch.
No. If you genuinely go, if you look at their stats,
exaggerating.
if you look at their stats,
No,
I
they're
remember
not as bad as
there was
United.
there was
They're not as bad as
Relegation
United.
is straight.
there was
Chelsea are
genuinely
better than
no,
United.
there was some
Chelsea's better than
no,
United.
Chelsea's better than
but
United.
you lot don't have a player who's carried the way Cole Palmer's carried Chelsea. There was something the other day. I think Sean
Bruno
tweeted.
hasn't?
There was like his goal contribution hasn't been as high as
No, of
Cole
course
Palmer's.
not,
Cole
of course
Palmer's
not.
been 40 in all competitions. It's about 30 in the league.
mad.
Like, he has the second highest in the league behind Ollie Watkins.
And
But
like
if-
25% of that is that penalties, but yeah.
Is it 25%
Hey,
penalties?
Regardless,
I don't know
I
that.
don't agree with that one. I think that's a low blow.
Yeah, that's a low blow, man. That is a low
You're
blow.
better than this. You're
That is a low
Is
blow.
he?
That's
Is
a low
he?
blow.
Is he?
How many of Cristiano Ronaldo goals have been penalties? Like, you know what I mean? At Real Madrid especially. Hey,
This
you
guy,
know what I
We
mean?
carry
You know
that
what I
thing
mean?
too.
We're going stroke for stroke right now.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Really?
I'm, for me, penalties are hard. Penalty.
I
It's
know,
always
I
hard to
agree
take.
with that. I
It's
agree with
hard
that.
to take.
But hold on. You use that as how many goals, the goal contribution. All right, cool, the goal contribution.
Goal contribution.
If Ferdinand was taking penalties, then he'll be
non-penalty goal contributions have been crazy good this year.
That's what I'm saying.
His contribution in general has been good.
Yeah, all comes back to the previous question I was asking. Do you rate more being the main man in a good team or being the main man in a bad team?
Let us know in the comments below.
That's the question.
Because you two have raised very good debate.
You two spoke so well there and broke down each point so someone can understand and make their own opinion based on it. I just go with the Foden one, just a little bit, just because I think to shine with the turmoil, because there's been turmoil at Chelsea. There's been turmoil at City in terms of injuries as well. Not huge on the same levels because Chelsea and United have both been mad ravaged by injuries. But Foden to be this year where he says, I'm taking the reins, I'm taking in the middle of the park. This guy's been chucked out wide from seasons previous. Do a false 9 job for me, do a job for me here. Here you are, giving you the keys, do what you want. And he's done brilliantly for City. Both of you raised really, really good points on there.
Let's go to the last 2 segments now. The next segment.
Can I say quickly about Chelsea? Just one little point before we move on.
Okay, cool.
One little point. I think you mentioned
only if you tell me who gets relegated out of Forest.
Brother, let's let it go.
Brother, there's a 12-goal swing happening for me on the last day of the season. Yeah.
Has he got a bet? He's got a bet with Tonali and Ivan Toney.
Stuff a little. But one quick thing, yeah. You mentioned Enzo going out. I find it so
disrespectful,
lazy.
No, not lazy. Not lazy.
I find it lazy. I think people now find an excuse because of Chelsea's form, which is more about changing the system rather than Enzo.
I think it's both. I think it's both.
I think it's charged. Finally, he's moved the Cucurella inverted after how many months of?
I think he did that earlier on in the season. If I'm not wrong, I saw it at some point earlier in the season. It might have been against Arsenal, where on the ball he inverted into midfield. But you're right, we haven't seen it often enough.
I haven't seen it, but I think the Enzo thing is a bit.
I think the Enzo one's not lazy because Caicedo and Enzo both take up the same spaces. Caicedo is better at collecting the ball than Enzo is. Enzo's a very good passer, but I think Caicedo, he's got like that Thomas Partey in him where he's very good at turning on the half turn, things like that. Enzo's a bit slower than Caicedo when it comes to passing, but his passing is better. I feel like Cucurella coming into the midfield helps people like Gallagher get forward and Caicedo find a space to get the ball. So I think Enzo not playing is a big contribution to why they're playing good. And I think if Poch is there next season, he has a big headache now.
I think the balance of that midfield they have now is better than the one.
I disagree, bro.
Yeah, the balance is much better.
I think Chelsea's problem wasn't Enzo, bro.
No, no one's saying. A lot of people are saying Enzo was the problem, but I don't think Enzo was the problem.
Enzo was never the problem.
I think Enzo coming out relieves a lot of the pressure in terms of the balance. So now you've got an Cucurella who can tuck inside, and then now you've got who started the left centre back?
Badiashile?
Yeah, Benoit.
Has it Benoit been
Benoit
starting? Then they've got Badiashile going a bit further out, like
and
you know
he can play
they go that 3-2-5 whatever.
The
pep thing, they do the pep thing, yeah. And I think when you have Enzo, you can't do the pep thing because Enzo plays as deep. Because Enzo and Caicedo both pick up the same position. So if you now have you try to do the 3 at the back thing where the left back inverts. Caicedo's not a forward.
So where's Enzo going to play in the front line?
That's what I just said to him. But you can't replace Gallagher's role in that Chelsea team right now. Enzo can't replace it.
But Gallagher is Gallagher's the liability of this Chelsea team.
He's the liability, but when they don't have the ball, what is he? He's the best player. When they don't have the ball, he's the best player on the pitch. And you need that. Like, you do need that, especially in those roles. When they don't have the ball.
Yeah. He's the one who loses the ball.
But you have to look at it like this. When he loses the ball, I don't like that, his style of football. I'm not a fan of the way he plays football.
No, definitely not.
In this...
It's integral for this.
In this role and formation that they play, for the balance of the team, he is their best player off the ball. In that Man City, in that semi-final, when he played on the left wing, he was the reason why Chelsea dominated that game and should have won the game.
But here's the best case scenario. Enzo over the summer deals with his hernia injury, whatever he's been dealing with so far, adds intensity to his game. Because I'm sorry, this is the reality of the Premier League, but players like Conor Gallagher, for whatever reason, are so important in this country, especially because intensity is so important in our game. When we both know, me and you both know, Enzo is miles ahead of us.
Yeah, miles better for football.
He's 10 times the player that he is with a ball at his feet. Enzo needs to add that intensity to his game because I've not seen it in the Premier League yet so far. If he is able to add that, then he can play in one of the forward line spots where he's able to find maybe... He's not really... I don't know if he's a killer pass man. I know you found early in the season a nice pass to João Felix against West Ham. He has the ability to find... Last season, sorry. He can find an unlocking pass from time to time, but maybe just need to be a metronome. Let Cole Palmer do the final pass.
I think it's more about the system than I think Enzo needs to pick up and improve himself, which I agree with. I think it's more about the system of Poch because Poch still has where we're now May, bro. We're in May.
It's the point I made before. I said when he comes back next season, he's going to have a big headache.
The system has to change.
Yeah, but is he going to change it for
Why
Enzo? We'll
is
see.
it from August to May we haven't said to ourselves, Casado and Enzo both had a good game?
Yeah.
It comes down to punch.
Yeah.
And I think it starts with this brother Gallagher, brother. Get him out.
Masalam.
Because these three can't function in the same midfield. Because Enzo occupies his role, and which leaves Casado in an island by himself.
What happens when Lavia's back?
The question,
One of my favorite players.
that's not what.
What's a player?
You should rephrase the question.
Go on.
When
Is Lavia back?
is Lavia back? 'Cause
Back next season, mate.
no one knows.
I'm gonna tell you.
I wish Arsenal signed him, to be honest.
Great player.
I love it.
Rubio. Yeah. So the last two segments we have. How well has Eddie Howe done in turning around Newcastle season? I think there was a point they're 9th, 10th. Now they're 6th.
Yeah.
Last season,
It was
obviously,
that Champions League, yeah. It was that Champions League, wasn't it?
Champions League and the injuries, man. They've had
Days
crazy
we
amount
were
of injuries.
getting killed.
What did Trippier say to that fan?
Bournemouth fan.
Yeah.
Look at the injuries. Look at the injuries to the players.
Yeah.
Can't do this.
If Carvajal said that to you in the stands, would you be like, first?
Win some games, Zach. This guy.
I think,
Boy, injury.
I think if Faisal backed Carvajal in real life, he'll take a picture with him and he'll be like, bro, you're the best right back of all time.
Yeah, he said that as well. He said that as well. What was he calling him last year?
I've said it.
Haywan ibn
Yeah,
Haywan.
Haywan.
I say he's one of the most underrated right backs in our generation.
But he was a Haywan last year.
Because he was a Haywan last year.
See, this is what I'm
Does he
saying.
look like Carvajal a bit?
Yeah. I think Fuad was saying, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before,
You
and
are
after,
what you
before,
hate.
before and after picture. you could be the after.
When he's retired. When Carvajal's retired. No, just ask him.
But yeah, how well has Eddie Howe done for you guys?
He's done elite for them.
6th right now.
He's done a great job.
He's done elite. I
Best
feel like
English manager in the world.
it's not hard to be the best
Graham
English
Potter's still out there.
Amir might be the second best English manager. Yeah, that's how bad it is right now.
That's facts.
Amir wouldn't be English though. He wouldn't be.
Pakistan manager. He's the best Pakistan manager in the world.
100%. 100%. You can take that crown. Now, we have to give him credit for the job that he's done. They had a roller coaster season. Them being in the Champions League and probably feeling hard done by in the Champions League.
Yeah, group of death.
Yeah, they were in a tough
AC Milan,
situation.
Dortmund, PSG, and now
Two of them got to the Champions League semi-final.
Yeah.
One of them got to the final.
Yeah.
It's a
It
tough
could be
situation.
them.
It's a tough situation for him to find his team in. And like you say, all the injuries that was hurting them for so long. But big shout out to Anthony Gordon.
oh, I love him as a
AG,
player.
man.
Did we
I
even
didn't
speak
rate
about
him.
him as young player of the year?
I didn't rate him. I said that he should be
said
in
his
there.
name?
I said he should
Thank
be in
God
there.
you said his name.
I
because
didn't rate him
Anthony-
at the beginning of the season. I think Sharky was the first one on
No,
it
he was.
when he was at Everton.
Everton, yeah.
And I wasn't a big fan, but then now,
Chelsea were close to getting him as well.
as his game's developing, he's got a lot of Grealish in him. He's got a lot of very good wing play in him, which
Yeah.
I like.
So, that's not
Yeah,
Grealish
yeah,
then,
yeah.
is it?
Grealish is a very good winger, bro.
No,
Wing
Villa,
play?
Aston
Yeah,
Villa,
wing
Aston
play.
Villa.
That's another human.
Yeah, but that's what he
Grealish,
said.
hey, Grealish treble season, winger, wing play, very good
Occupying
wing play.
fullbacks.
Occupying fullbacks, beating
That
the
is
man,
not
winning the fouls,
necessarily-
playing for England, wing plays, very good winger.
No,
Very good
I'm
winger
not
for me.
convinced.
Come on,
I'm
don't
not
let
convinced.
Grealish recency.
It's not
form-
recency. I've had this opinion about him for a long time, to be honest.
A lot of
think
people
he's
had that opinion with him.
I think he's. I loved free Grealish, bro.
You don't get free at Man
No,
City.
I know
don't
you
get
don't,
free.
and that's why it's
You
unfortunate.
don't get
That's why
free
I
at
wish
any
he
of the
would
big
do.
teams.
Yeah, sure.
You don't get free at any of the big teams.
Unless you're under
get
a
you.
more free manager. It comes down to the manager.
Cole
in my opinion.
Palmer, like a bigger team.
Yeah,
Fine,
Cole
fine.
Palmer at Man City is good. He left Man City. He wouldn't be free.
He would have been sticking, holding the white of the touchline.
Yeah,
right,
exactly, exactly.
If you want free, Carlo Ancelotti is the manager for you.
Oh, definitely. That's a good shout.
But
That's
do
a
you,
good
do you
shout.
guys
No
think
tactics.
Newcastle will keep their assets next season?
Newcastle.
Isaac, Bruno G.
Well, apparently they have to sell, and apparently they. I'm seeing.
No, we
it's
don't
mixed.
have to sell, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about. We don't have to sell.
That guy's hilarious.
He-
And they're just
he
there
had a
laughing.
good- and
Who was it?
Agbonlahor-
Jamie O'Hara and Agbonlahor, right?
Agbonlahor,
They're just
the
laughing.
worst combo as well.
But
we don't have to
it's
sell.
it's so weird because people are saying they have to sell, and then some people are like, no, we don't have to sell. We've done this, we've done that. Like it's
We'll
really.
see what the truth is.
Yeah, we'll see in the summer.
I think they sell one.
Isaac.
I think they have to sell one of them.
Oh, bring him to the carpet,
Oh,
man.
Bruno G.
I wanted
Bring him
him.
to the carpet as
No,
well.
forget Bruno G, man. I wanted
What is your
Isaac.
beef with Bruno G?
I wanted Isaac.
He's not a specialist.
He's not a specialist midfielder. And we need.
That's
a,
perfect
all-round-
for
we
us.
need a specialist.
We don't need a
midfielder.
specialist midfielder.
Yes, we do.
We need a 6
We
and
need
an
a
8.
specialist number 6.
What,
No,
I'm not saying you need a
no.
hybrid.
We need a hybrid. We
need
need
a
6
hybrid,
and an
bro. We
8.
don't need a hybrid, bro.
You want
Arteta
Frankie.
doesn't
Frankie's a
recruit.
hybrid.
Arteta
Frankie's a hybrid.
Arteta
Frankie-
recruits versatile players.
Frankie's not a specialist.
He's a specialist midfielder.
Specialist in what? 6 or 8?
Specialist dribbler, specialist
No,
passer.
no. You said
When
he's
I say-
all-round
when I say
midfielder.
specialist,
yo,
when I
you
say
know what?
when I say
You know
I
specialist,
agree, he has specialist
attributes.
Yeah, I agree, he has
I say
attributes.
attributes.
But-
not
You need to
special-
go.
Go on.
No, he meant fair play, wallah.
What?
You managed to get yourself out
How did he?
How?
beautifully, wallah.
Because he's talking about special attributes.
How?
Yeah.
You were talking, you changed it.
How?
You were talking about specialists in terms of
In
position.
6 and 8,
Position. But you changed it, but because
Okay.
These are
Okay,
attributes now.
Okay, let's take position.
Frankie's not a
Position.
specialist 6 or 8.
I would rather Frankie de Jong play in either of those roles over Bruno G.
Who's more all round, Frankie or
Bruno G is, of course, he's an all-round player,
Yeah.
but that's what I don't want.
Why
I don't
don't
want
you
an
want
all-round
Arteta
player.
wants that?
If Arteta wants it, I'm
You
more
ain't
than
got a
happy
chance.
for
Yeah,
him.
you're just
I ain't got a
gonna
choice.
get him back. You ain't got
You
back.
think I have to say in who he signed?
Yeah, you can
This is
back
just
it.
my opinion.
Yeah,
This
he's
is
not
my
his.
opinion. You know what I
a
mean?
random guy from SDS.
Yeah. Arteta's gonna listen to the podcast and say, you know what? Let me not get Bruno G.
Yeah,
Think he's gonna say that?
No,
No,
of course
it's
not.
not one
Why is
manager
it
watches. Yeah, exactly. That's Mohammed. But no, Bruno G, I'm not a big fan of his. Yeah, I'd rather Isaac. When we was linked to Vlahovic, Jesus, and everyone, I have tweets of me saying, "Bring me Isaac instead of any."
He's a player.
He's an amazing player. He's a hybrid. He's a unicorn.
Is he the second best
He's,
striker in the league, like Iban said?
It's the second best striker. in
The
the
best
league.
striker,
after
not
Haaland.
including Haaland.
He's third.
Not including
He's
Haaland.
third. It's Watkins.
Yeah, I'll say
not
third.
including. Oh, okay.
I'd say
including
Watkins. I'd say Watkins will be number. We take out
It's between
Haaland.
Watkins,
It'll be Watkins
Isaac,
and
Tony.
Isaac.
Tony, I think that's a whole combo. That's
Tony,
the only
I've
guys
taken
that
out because he's that long stint away.
Jackson should be up
can't
there.
Nico Jackson,
What
put
do you
him
mean
in
take
like
him out?
7, I would say,
win.
5 or
What do you
6,
mean- What
7.
do you mean take him out?
This season's like a blip season for Jackson.
No,
For
I'm talking
Ivan
about
Toney.
Ivan Toney.
I said in that list, put Nico Jackson like 5 or 6.
7.
Yeah, 5, 6 or 7.
That's not mad, is it?
So why did why last time when I said that Nico Jackson top 7 striker in the Premier League, I got called
Delusional.
all the craziest names.
I called you out.
I
I gave
wasn't
you
on the
I
podcast.
did
I would have backed you.
mastermind.
I would have backed you. I wasn't on the podcast. But if it was before the 2 games I watched, I might not have backed you.
It was
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah, then I would have backed
even
you.
still, strikers, they might not be top 7 still.
Darwin
And
Nunes.
that's-
Plays like
Darwin
Awoniyi
Nunes,
are
Darwin
elite
Nunes.
strikers.
Darwin Nunes is more a striker than Jackson is.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But no,
Not
I would,
better
I would,
foot
I would love
numbers,
Isaac. If it was to go handpick someone from Newcastle, I would go say AG or Isaac. I'll take one of those two, not Bruno G.
Anthony
If
Gordon's a
AG's there
brilliant player.
waiting and we need a left winger, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You know what I mean?
So you rather take Gordon than Isaac?
No, if I was to pick 2, if I could handpick,
Like, pick one.
I'll take Isaac all day, man.
Okay.
Number 14 is waiting for him.
let me
Who
ask
wears
you-
number 14
okay.
for us? Eddie.
Eddie.
Massive.
Eddie, yeah.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, man.
Let me ask you a question. Isaac for 100, Gordon for 50.
Bruno G for
It's not my money, so 200 mil. Isaac could be 200 mil. It's not my lag.
It's
It's not my money.
First.
Facts.
But you have to
I
pay.
think
You have
we
to
could
pay.
sign. We could have signed someone for £1 billion, and I would not give a damn. It's not my money.
No,
But you have to put a little bit towards it. Like
Oh no,
250.
no! If Arsenal put a tweet out, yo, we need donations from Arsenal, I say nah, 50 mil AG.
Yeah, get AG right
I put
now.
my $5 in and I say Anthony
Or
Gordon.
20 for Bruno.
Bruno
Ah,
G.
Value for money? Bring me Bruno G.
Yeah, see, he's a good bit. But also, the reason I bought up Newcastle is because they did draw against Brighton 1-1. I want to talk a little bit about Brighton. Will De Zerbi stay at Brighton, or is he on his way out?
He
So
said he's staying.
Are you staying?
Yeah, are you staying? Can you tell us, bro?
I'm going to Milan.
You got a lot of lookalikes today.
I'm going to Milan.
You ain't going,
I need to see if what Fabio Capello said about.
He said this guy's getting overhyped.
And I agree. We spoke about it
Why
off
are you
camera.
not
I want to see if it's true.
We spoke about off camera.
Fabio Capello spoke about
Yeah.
Deserbi.
He said
He
he's
called
getting
him a
overhyped.
third-tier manager, and he said, "I don't get why people like Pep speak about him so highly when he's won
Yeah,
nothing."
but Pep is obsessed with ball
Yeah.
play, bro. That's why.
No.
What have you
That's
won?
it.
Roberto De Zerbi labeled a third-tier coach, as Cabello says.
I don't think that's mad. He is the third
I
coach.
agree, bro.
He's an up and coming.
Let's be real, yeah. All the Italians, they don't like him. All the Italians think he's overrated because of what he did at Sassuolo. Sassuolo, he never did a great job at Sassuolo. The only reason why the English media making him much bigger than what he actually is,
Because of Brighton.
look at it.
And it's
Brighton.
a Pep co-sign as well.
And Pep co-signed. But let's be real, yeah. Brighton was doing this on the par.
They were, but
No, not the same way.
not the same way. Not the same way.
No. I'm talking about standings.
Standings, yeah.
Standing.
Yeah.
What
They finished ninth.
What De Zerbi has
Europa.
done, it's not like United didn't do Europa League. Moyes on the West Ham Europa League. Eddie Howe, we're talking about Champions League. He hasn't done anything special. He hasn't won a trophy. He hasn't gone far in a cup tournament.
West Ham won the Conference League, I think.
Final.
Yeah.
He got knocked out in the group stage or round of 16.
No, against Roma.
Roma got smoked by Roma.
Got
I think they lost like 4-0 or 3-0.
I
understand
mean,
it.
Roma's not really like someone to be like. It's a fair
I
loss.
understand why people are saying, bro. Why is he get rumored? United, Chelsea, Barcelona.
Because the manager
Bayern
market
Munich.
is really bad,
Yeah.
and he's like a positive kind of sign.
But don't you think
I have
that,
questions about him. Yeah.
no, it's overrated? I think.
I think he's overrated. Last season, I would have said different because last season it was like he was an anomaly of a manager that season. Like he was going to the bigger teams and he was absolutely popping a lot. Remember they beat Man City. They were beating us. They
beat us 3-0.
Yeah, like they were popping teams. But this season it hasn't worked at all because teams have found them out. They've made a lot of individual mistakes. I know why Italian managers don't like him. He's not a traditional Italian manager. He's very, same with Thiago Motta, not traditional Italian manager. But they're going to like Thiago Motta because Thiago Motta was a very good player. And he was highly respected by his peers and other players.
And now he's
De Zerbi is just... He's got street cred. He's got a lot of street cred in the streets.
And now he's going to the biggest team.
He's going to the biggest team in Juve. He's helped Bologna get to Champions League football. But De Zerbi,
I hate that, by the way. I hate that.
Bologna? Yeah, I hate that he left as well.
I
wish he stayed one more year.
One more year. Like, show me.
I wish he stayed one more year. It's like a cop-out just for going to Juve. Like now you're at the best team.
Yeah.
Unlimited, not unlimited money, but they can buy
now we
anyone.
don't know who you could be against the big teams.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I'm with you.
But with De Zerbi, he's not a traditional Italian manager. You know how they are. 3-5-2, defense first, win games. But him, it's like, I want to play from the front. So I get why a lot of them dislike him.
Exactly.
But then we'll see.
Ratings matter based on the market.
Yeah, it does as well.
So if I look at the current manager's market, if he's rated highly within that market, I'm actually not mad.
But do you really think he is the best out of... Okay, let me ask...
Not the best.
Okay, let me ask you guys, all three of you, a question.
Go on.
Take away Klopp, take away Pep. Give me 3 managers you would take at your club. Now.
In the Premier League.
Take away Arteta as well.
Take away Arteta, Klopp, and Pep. 3 managers you would take anyone. Go on.
In the world or just Premier League?
In the
Xabi
world.
Alonso.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, of course, Xabi Alonso.
Carlo Ancelotti.
That's true. Keep going.
I would say Thomas Tuchel's up there.
Yeah, Tuchel's in there.
I like Gasperini. Gasperini's good.
Gasperini, Atlanta,
he's good.
My point.
Thiago Motta's good now.
Thiago Motta. My point is.
He's in that conversation.
My point is,
Zerbi.
how far?
No, not that
is
far.
he?
Not that
He's
far.
top 5, top 10.
Yeah, he'd be a top 10.
No, I'll say he's in
Outside top
the, I'll say he's in the
5 to 10.
7 to 12 bracket.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
7 to 12
You
bracket.
think? You think?
7 to 12
I
bracket.
think it's outside top 10, bro.
7 to 12 bracket for me.
Okay, 7 to 12
bracket.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this season's done him no justice. Like he's just been a bad season for
look
them.
at some of
Also,
them.
you have to
like
consider
you-
Premier League clubs want Premier League proven managers as well.
But also, like, yeah, he just said, look at the players he's lost.
Yeah.
Look at the
And
they've
he's done a good
literally
job.
been, like
McAllister.
depleted, and they've not really replaced them with. They've replaced them with like for like players, but not proven players.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got that random centre mid. I forgot. It begins with a B.
Baleba.
Who replaced Caicedo.
Yeah.
They tried Barco, the left back. Barco. He's not been. Everyone was raving about him. He's been okay.
FM. Yeah.
Not just in FM. Like he was like highly
yeah,
rated.
highly
and
touted still.
people were saying, yeah, he should get a big move. Man City were kind of looking at him to replace their left back. He went to Brighton. He's been okay. And Cisso's been okay. I know he's been injured a bit. Buonanotte.
Mitchell's been out, but then
They've had
injuries,
They've
though.
been hit with
Yeah, I
injuries,
blame
but it's
him,
like
bro. I blame him, bro. When Caicedo and McAllister went, you know what he said? I don't care if they leave. We're still gonna do well. Clearly not.
No, but
Of course he's gonna say that.
I remember him even saying even before they left, like, we have to know the club that we are. I have to know the manager that I am. These guys are going to move on. We're here.
Yeah.
Can
With a
they-
stepping stone.
He even said it's about these players now. Can they deal with wearing a heavier shirt than Brighton's shirt?
yeah.
Will you take Andoni or De Zerbi?
I'll take the Zerbi.
De Zerbi. I don't think there's a lot in it. I don't think there's a lot in it.
I think it's a coin flip.
No, I don't think it's a flip of a coin.
I think it's a flip of a coin. I think it's a flip of a coin.
Unai or De
Areola's good.
Zerbi?
Unai.
Unai's got credit.
Unai's got a lot
Where-
of street
Oh,
credit.
wait, at Arsenal?
Where
Lot
does he
street cred.
rank in the Premier League?
Unai.
What do you mean?
De Zerbi, managers.
De Zerbi. Like
Managers.
sixth or seventh.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 6 in the Premier League and outside
Yes,
the world.
and you potentially get
Hello,
top
you
job.
removed Pep, Klopp, and Arteta in our previous example. You joker. You took
I got it.
Well, speaking about Iraola.
Speaking of Anthony,
Speaking of Iraola.
Anthony!
Last segment. How impressive has Iraola been this season?
Absolute impressive.
Manager season nominated.
Absolute impressive.
He's been elite.
Is there
of
elite?
all the slander he's been getting. People
From who? The Americans? Canadians? French Algerians?
Canadian, American, French, Moroccan,
Tunisian.
Dominican, Peruvian. Like, he's from everyone. He claims he's from all different countries.
true.
But I think it's very impressive. All the slander he's been getting, he dropped the first couple of games because he tried to find the identity for his
I
club.
mean, it was more than a couple to be fair. Wasn't it like Willis 9 or something?
Of all the slander he's been getting, he found the true identity, understanding his players,
Yeah,
the
that's true.
players understanding them. Semenyo, like all these man, they stepped
What's a
up impressively.
Yeah.
And look what he's done recently. Like, well, it's not a coincidence. He won.
Now he has
manager.
to, that's a big
manager.
second season for him now. He has to maintain
And
that
I think
consistency.
he impressed. I think this year was him adapting to the Premier League and his players adapting to him. I think now they found the right formula. I think was it Semenyo or was it Cook? One of them players going, I've never understood this style of play and he's changed me as a player. I think Semenyo who came out and said it. I think next
it's always
season
good to hear that about manager, isn't it?
for
It's
real,
always good to hear
for
that.
real. And I think next season now he's top 10. I think he'll finish just outside. I think he finished top 10. I think because Chelsea's made that form and everyone else, and Newcastle's made that form. I feel next season he can push for that Europa League spot. I think top
Was it
7.
someone who said that? I've never had to.
I've never been this good. I've never understood management to say he's basically taught me and what he's been telling me. That's high praise from a player.
But
I wonder if any players said about Ten Hag.
I was just about to say Bournemouth's a better coach team than Man United, but
I'm surprised.
no, but
I'm surprised.
I remember hearing from his interviews, like after Match of the Days, you'll hear his interviews. He talks about how it's been difficult for him to transition into the Premier League and like kind of change his philosophy slightly from the intensity that the Premier League requires and the running that's necessary. He's done a
from the technical standpoint of La Liga.
Exactly where he's come from La Liga, where it's the basis is on who's a better technical player and who's got a more technical security in their squads. Come to the Premier League and has adapted brilliantly. Used his squad really, really well.
Now need to back him.
Solanke has the best celebrations in the Premier League. Fantastic, and he's had a great season.
You love that celebration.
Loved all the celebrations.
Do you like that celebration?
Oh, the animating.
Yeah,
come on,
Was it cartoons?
Come on, that grown man watching Ireland.
Oh, comments are not going to like that one.
They're not.
Comments are not going to like that.
You got him on that. You heard it here.
Clip that. That's a scary community, by the way.
Oh my
That's a scary community.
Obito.
Over 20,
that's the
over
celebrations
20
about.
before
Imagine
watching
watching
cartoons.
cartoons.
Come
man.
on, go alive.
That is not
Grow-
good.
Therefore, they're not 37.
Grow
Goodness
up. Grow
gracious
up.
me.
Why is it
He's doubling
grow
down.
up?
But
Grow up, yeah.
one thing which I want to give him praise, he took up Billing.
Philip Billing, yeah.
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 And used him well. Like he'll use you might have used him in some
Initially, he
games,
wasn't using him.
Yeah, at all.
Because people say, "Oh, why taking out Billing?"
Philip
He's
Billing,
been
yeah.
like that,
Huge player for them.
That him and Solanke's got a great partnership. Took him off, bro. Like, bro, you don't fit my team.
System. Yeah.
You a fix up, or you not get back to the team. He managed. Of
That's a
course.
good person to call off the bench, though. Hey, Billings. Pretty
For real.
yeah,
For
very
real.
6'5" demon.
Dunked on us at Old Trafford, and I was
Clive
there.
has been good for them as well.
Scored the quickest
I
goal
like
in the Premier
Clive.
League against us.
I like Clive. He's been good for them.
Yeah, Justin's been
He's
very,
finally
very good.
found a home. Roma, he was always
Yeah.
in and out. I think he went to another.
And he
level.
plays the number 10 as well, which I like.
He plays number
He's
10.
a winger converted to a 10 now.
He plays number
He's
10.
really good.
I've got couple more pieces to that team. Right back, they need to improve that. What's that guy? The free agent from
Lloyd
England?
Kelly.
He's
going Newcastle, looks
He's
like.
going Newcastle free agent. I think couple more pieces. A winger, a more direct winger.
So it's to
and I think
maintain
top
that.
7, top 8, bro.
Yeah.
Top 7 Europa League next season.
Fairs.
Wow.
Fairs.
Big shout. Big shout from Elface.
That was the last question I had for you guys.
But I'm happy though, because
Jesus
at
Christ.
start of the season.
Yeah.
No, last quickly. Start of the season. Well, this is just a little.
Let him
flower.
get his
Little
TikTok.
caveat. Little caveat.
A little caveat.
Let him
Because
get
you know
his
how-
TikTok. Let him get his TikTok.
No. Well, I'm not. You know how he said. Oh, what overtakes? Earlier this season, I said the surprise team is going to be Bournemouth. I'm top 10.
They're not really a surprise team.
What do you mean it's not a surprise team?
They've
Top
not
10.
done anything surprising.
What, from relegation to 2?
No, but then Gary Neal get them to like 14th, 13th.
No, 17.
Oh,
he got-
it was a 17.
He got them from 19 to 17.
It was a 17th. He took
Give
them
him
a bit
praise,
higher.
man. Give him praise.
Don't do this, Faisal.
They were 15th last year.
Exactly, you flipping liar.
Yeah.
Surprise team.
And they're 11th front.
Yeah, it's 4
Top 10
places.
finish.
Wait, well, you're saying they're finishing the top 10?
How many points are we from top 10?
Yeah, they're the same points as Brighton.
Same points as Brighton. Brighton have 2 games in hand.
And how many points are we from 9th?
No, they have one game.
Yeah,
in hand,
they won't get to 9th. They have,
Okay,
they
so
have
top
5
10.
points. They're
Top
5.
10.
You're right.
But anyway, shout out the 1%ers. Everyone, if
Shout
you're a
out.
1%er, make sure you violate Faisal for saying if you're over 20 and you're watching anime, you're a loser.
screw up,
yeah.
Just remember that. He said
He
that.
said
yeah.
lose as well.
Yeah.
He basically said you're a loser.
Say Elface in
He
the
said
chat.
buck him outside
Elface in
Wembley
the chat.
Stadium
He
on
said touch
Sunday.
grass and go get some bad bitches.
Yeah, that's what he said. So Elface in the
Well,
chat.
And if you needed bad bitches, he'll introduce you to some.
He
Grow
definitely
up,
will.
man. Elias will do it. but grow up, man. No lie. Grow up.
Damn right.
Damn right. Look at he's dropping that mic as well. Listen, this is the FPL segment. Let's finish it off here. Top of the league is Big Merce. He practically won this league, isn't it?
Mursal Mohammed.
Unless a big bottle happens, but
No.
He's
I
left
bottled it
hands
already.
behind.
I bottled it already. Like
we can
2 weeks
officially
ago.
say that Big Merce has won the league.
Well done, Merce.
The man who doesn't know, he's the hardcore casual, as he calls
Yeah.
himself. He has made all of us look like
No.
chumps.
Shout out to Raptor, who's won. Who's won this.
Wow.
Shout out to Raptor.
Shout out Raptor, who's won the SS League.
That's
Shout out
well
Raptor.
done.
Is he the sole loser, you know?
Shout out Raptor, man. Big up Raptor. All the streams, 9 a.m. People, man, they're watching it.
Abs is second, I'm in 8th. Faisal is in 13th. Wow. Jesus.
Where am I?
I lost my passes.
You
Damn.
10th.
Whatever since I won Iraq, man. I like it, man.
You went to Iraq, yeah? So you can't do FPL in Iraq?
It's banned over there.
Hey, one Premier League.
But I
SDS
felt like
League.
hella man in Iraq, they play FPL.
Is it?
Hella man.
Is it?
Yeah. A lot of man.
Why? Look at this guy. The top 10 in the SDS League, which you guys have all competed for. It's very close. It's going down to the wire. At first, we have Finding Timo, Gavin Doherty. Second is Bloom Doom 9. 3 is 4231 Gijan Brez Emilio. 4th is Channel 4 Majibri, Rishi Sakaran. 5 is Acuña Matata, Cold World. 6 is After Sun, Demetrius Conte.
That's that.
7th is 11, Abdullah Umar. 8th is Wataru Doing, Ankit Chada. 9th is Saka White Rice, Rishi Goswami. And 10th is, tied 10th is Shivami Timbers, Yaja Dev. And
Wow, Shivami Timbers has been there for a long time.
Tej and Tyler Turks, and they have, man.
I keep hearing his name like whenever I'm on the Prem Roundup.
And they have one more game week to go, and then they can decide to either receive £500
or be on an episode.
Be on an episode.
Let me see the difference between what first and second.
It's only 10 points.
Wow, it's hotting up in the SDS League.
So either Gavin or Doom 9 could be on an SDS table
With
when,
abs.
like when
Yeah.
on
No, with who they choose.
Off season or next season.
We have yet to be decided. But once we bring them into the studio, we're gonna rush them.
Would you guys pick the £500 or would you guys pick to be on the table as
Give me the damn £500.
Bills and I'm running, bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. For the SDS, if I was an SDS fan, I'd want to have a
I'm
table.
an SDS fan. I'm
Who
taking
would I
$5 bills.
pick? Who would I pick?
Who would you be on the table with
If I was a fan?
if you're a fan?
These are what vibes, isn't it?
Would you pick
want
yourself?
Liban, Fuizzi, and all these man.
Yeah, I'm
yourself?
I'm a vibes guy.
Would
still.
you pick yourself?
No.
Fairs.
Would you pick yourself?
Fairs. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And I'd sit next to myself as well.
I need host as well.
Yeah.
Host, sit next to myself.
It'd just be a room with Ilias's.
That would be a good room, to be honest.
That's
you have bad bitches in the crowd as well?
There's an Ilias room.
If I was a fan, and I got to be on the pod, I'll say I need Ilyas next to me and bring 3 hoes. Sit them around there.
3 hoes?
Yeah, sit them over there.
Guys,
Sit them over there.
and this has been the end. Thank you so much.
Good episode, man.